Hello, what is up? We are here for a bad time, not a long time. Kind of trying to finish up this run here as Byzantium, where our goal has been to get Mare Nostrum. In the interim, I added quite a bit to the queue, changed around some decrees a little bit, because I did a video on decrees, and so I wanted to adjust the decrees a bit. We put down promote migration in Dalmatia, because they have a unique bonus for electricity, and then we decided having Rome be pretty caked up would be nice and themey, so we put down encourage manufacturing, as well as greener grass campaigns, so we'll look to get a little bit of a bigger Rome, if we can, and this will be pretty nice. We'll come down to speed 4, maybe? Probably not. We do want to declare a war here, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to look to get, the full name across the Mediterranean of Byzantium. And so to that end, I think we need to actually integrate all these guys, so we'll go for annex. Morocco, notably Algeria, has fewer states, and Algeria will get pulled in, and we'll take their states too. And this war basically 100% pops off as a consequence of it being a full annex war, even though, of course, they should back down, so we do not need to make war goals primary. We'll just mobilize a few generals, and then put them on fronts, and then we'll come back to kind of evaluating a little bit. Cloudy says, hey bro, good to see you. Good to see you too. You've had some impressive runs and keep in a good depth of knowledge. Keep it up. Thank you. It's good to be seen. I had a philosophy professor who he would come in and it was in existentialism, where like the notion of being seen is an important one, like academically speaking, or like as far as the information goes. And he'd always start classes with like, it's good to see everyone, and I'd always be like, it's good to be seen. Okay, let's see. So we do want to, let's find ours, add war goal, conquer state. Well, let's make sure that they don't get abandoned immediately. It looks like they haven't, so we're going to put in conquer Tlemcen and Constantine as well. And that should be pretty good. And we should be on our way here. So just cleaning up the borders. Cleaning up the borders. We are trying to get it so that Byzantium just stretches across the Mediterranean as it should. We got a few more wars we need to do. We need to integrate all these guys. Portugal might be next on this chopping block, but I think we're just going to start with this Algeria-Morocco one. We don't need to make this primary. If they back down, that's fine too, although I expect they won't. The Mediterranean is looking pretty based, but not right now. You're telling me. What's up, Time Dog? How's it going? How you? I've seen you've been streaming the new Crusader Kings 3 quite a lot, it looks like. I was thinking of getting into that, but I wanted to do like 2 tutorials a day for this like upcoming week before the release of 1.3, and just get a ton of stuff out there. That way it'll be like a fresh log of stuff for people to go through if they get pulled back in. And so that's kind of where I'm at with that. Looks like we're making some money. We also notably just swapped communism, like kind of before the last episode ended. So we're looking pretty good. We have really high standard of living. And all that standard of living is in our lower rung pops, so we should have really good migration attraction overall. It's looking like this war is probably going to pop off. Notably, we are basically out of shit to produce, though. We can only kind of like build farms over here in Beijing and also in Shaanxi, which we might even integrate. I think we will not do negative state construction efficiency. Sure, tighten the safety standards, why not? The beast, the great beast, rears its ugly head. So we will come in here in Lazio, and we're just going to look to expand a lot of these Lazio industries to 51 and have them auto-expand. That way, Rome wasn't built in a day, you know what I mean? So we got to get all these up. We have a bunch of railroads in the queue. If you build it, they will come. We will get an increasingly high migration from available employment, as well as nuking all the unemployment there. What's our technology spread situation? It's not even that high. So maybe we just 51 a uni here too. This is probably gratuitous, but we always wanted to have a college in Italy. Living the dream? Yeah, there's a ton of new mechanics to get the hang of. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Someone requested for me to stream more of it, and I felt bad because I was like, no, I don't think I can. Like, I just won't have time, to like, try and like explore and figure out what's going on, and then also like make a reasonable looking run, and like I don't know, it's just too much, you know. Although I don't know. Also, I think most of the Vicky 3 people don't care at all about the Crusader Kings content, and so it's like, it's that jazz too. We'll also come in on Thessaly. I think that as the capital here, there's a lot of negative migration. Is there a lot of unemployed? There is. So what we can do is we can, you know, kick these all up, like, and just add like 10 of every industry here, and that should work out pretty well. Oop. That's not an industry, but whatever. And then we'll also come in here and... do we not have a skyscraper? Alright, we do have a skyscraper. We're going to switch it onto, of course, how could we forget? Airship mooring post. Terrible. I'm the worst player ever. Where's our airship? Give it to us. Show it to us. Give me the Zeppelin. Where's their Zeppelin? No, there has to be two things that have mooring post. Well, we're not Sigmund Freud. I forgot we also have the supreme leader of Sigmund Freud here too. I do have to check this PM though, because I think we do want the trade one, the trade nexus, over the other one. We notably also have a whole bunch of government administration. I think we're going to integrate Beijing. No, not Beijing, but we are going to integrate Shangzi. The reason why we're not integrating Beijing is because colonial exploitation applies to the Forbidden City for whatever reason. So, there's that noise. Cloud Crew says, I'm currently playing through an overhaul mod, though. The 1736 Bacilla Romeon mod is ever fun. Do you ever play with mods or vanilla? I am open to playing with mods, but overwhelmingly, whenever I've pulled and asked people, hey, do you guys want to see modded content or vanilla content? Overwhelmingly, people want to see vanilla content, and so that's what I have moved or just like stayed in the direction of. I don't have a particularly strong preference. I mean, I messed around with one mod that like changed the start date, and that mod was pretty bad. Man, the power plants are just super profitable, but we don't want to, like, overbuild Dalmatia, or we want to be a little bit leery about the way we can overbuild Dalmatia. If you build it, they will come, but... yeah. But hopefully there's really high population attraction. Yeah, there is. We got Teeming Shore, Intelligentsia Propagandists, Great Power, Green Grass Campaigns, all this, and a +10 of available employment, but we can't get it any better. We'll get through this war pretty quick, though. Nobody substantial joined. I think we probably should have just... let's do another landing. Or another couple landings, because this is kind of going a little bit slower than we'd like. Let's do these couple. And we don't mind spending a whole lot more. Of course, man, this construction queue is just absolutely brutal. I mean, I guess we gonna need some more of these, right? Just not a whole lot more. Where's this Northern Cape? We would rather build tall, kind of close to the capital. We'll put down a bunch in Peloponnese. Cyprus, maybe? Something like that. Do this as well. Getting this going. Bulgaria, sure. Some glassworks. Do we have anything kind of close looking? Venetia's getting up there. We'll just kick it up to 41. Same with Tuscany. Or sorry, 51 rather. Full economy of scale throughput bonus. We'll take a look at tools. Mainly just trying to push things to 51 if they're not already there. If they are kind of in this area. Because we will not need to use convoys. Although we have like unlimited convoys, I guess we just don't care anymore about convoy numbers. Because nobody wants to trade with us. Sure. Probably should have read what that other one gave, but it's not a big deal. These 100% pushes, baby. Now, I'm pretty sure we're on the latest and greatest PMs, but let's just double check. Yeah, we're in good shape here. Alright, so we will use our handy dandy smacky wacky button. And reset the PMs. And of course, double check to make sure that they are subsidized. They are. And then we'll also delete any military that we have here. So the barracks, we don't need them. We'll switch back to the caveman looking one. And then we will also incorporate this territory. And I think we'll take a look at maybe where we have insufficient tax capacity. Northern Angola. We'll add a few at the back of the queue. And we will also look to expand out the resource industries that we newly acquired. Which, of course, are going to have really hefty construction penalties, but we don't really care too much. We have, like, more construction than we can really make use of anyways. And then we will be coming in here and finishing up Morocco and Sikkim now. Will you just, give up? Throw in the towel? You know there's not to be done. And then after this, we will have to take a think of who we want to go after. It might be France. We need to take a few things off of France. I think we can... I don't think there's a single person we need to take 2 pieces off of. I think we probably want Serbia to clean up the borders. Surely you'll give up now. You get annexed. Thank you. See you later. Let's do the buttons, the things, reset the PMs. Ooh, Crete and Skopje are not being incorporated. Oh, wait. Nope, we don't want to... Yeah. We don't want to touch those. And then we will reset PMs. We will double check and make sure that, of course, every railway is being subsidized. And then we will delete barracks. Bum, bum, bum. I'm excited. Is there any new music for this next patch? I feel like there's not, which is a bit of a bummer, but oh well. I wish there was, or I hope there is. Not I wish there was. Looks like we're okay on that front. And so now we want to try and, let's see, go after, I think Portugal. We can just take all of this and then we can incorporate this, which will allow us to take the treaty port back, maybe. This is something that's kind of annoying. Okay, so we will have to fight. If we can't take this, and the reason we can't take this is because we can't take a treaty port off of GP, is my understanding. This is a piece of Beria, or Estreman, however you pronounce it. And I think the game is a little bit buggy in regards to letting you take this stuff. Although, let's just take the Livorno treaty port, I guess. So let's just take this treaty port, but not the other one. That's kind of whack, yo. But I think that's because we have Livorno and we have it incorporated, maybe. So we'll go after Portugal and Andalusia kind of here, I think. And we don't need to actually annex all of Portugal. We are going to be inefficient and not go after everything. I think the correct one is to Dominion, but we're just going to go after Beria, Estremadura, and Alacejo. And we do have to make these primary. But they are quite likely to back down as well. And we will be able to get through them there. Of course, we are not doing too good a job keeping this construction queue going, but at the same time, it's not overwhelmingly important at this juncture. Let's take a look at how Dalmatia is doing. Okay, they're starting to employ up. We really need to get a lot more people here. It is a bit of a difficult task. The reason why we want to build tall here, by the way, is because they do have a unique bonus for 15% electricity output. And that's just output. That's not even throughput. That is output. And so if you can get one of these electricity bonus places, this is where you want to produce all of your electricity. We're getting 10% from colonial exploitation. Oop, actually, we do not want to incorporate this so we can maintain the colonial exploitation, so we will not. Maybe it's actually okay to incorporate. We'll have to think about that. Maybe we do want to incorporate it. But the extra throughput... the throughput does increase... if this... Yeah, we'll just do it. Regrets. I mean, in theory, you could also just incorporate and then cancel last second. That way you get a lot of the benefits. You run roughly half the benefits of a corporation, but you never fully incorporate anything. No one has joined. We will put at the back of this, probably Puppet if no one else comes on board. Looks like we're sticking fingers in pies this stream. Yeah, this is our pie, and other people happen to be in our pie. Or wait, this is our windowsill, this ocean, and other people are trying to cool pies on our windowsill, so there's only one thing we could do, and that's stick fingers in him. That is, facts. Alright, we're gonna Puppet Portugal, and hopefully this just makes them back down, because they're super fearful. But either way, we will be getting all of this territory. We could put war reps in, but we'd rather just have a little bit extra maneuvers, I think. Not too big a deal. Also, if we put in Revolutionary Philippines started to play against us, real? Oop, I forgot that there is more fronts. So let's kind of put a few on. And then Revolutionary Philippines, we'll just send this guy over here. We'll put this here, I guess, so we can annex them a little bit faster. But yes, we will be fingering some pies. That is the name of the game. Let's take a look. Now we have high migration attraction, real high. Green and grass campaigns. We are going to build up Rome. It wasn't built in a day, but we'll try and do it in a few years. Let's see. We're looking at the predicted earnings per week as kind of our metric here. So glass and electronics industries. So we're gonna... Oop, just 51 the electronics industries here, and also 51 the glass works. Unfortunate that this war is actually going off, but we are also annexing the territory we need anyways with this war, so this will be fine. We will have to go after France after this, but we'll see. Let's see who's just still a GP. Yeah, we haven't done too good a job kneecapping people out of GP-dom. We're not even that big, only 2 billion GDP, and it's 1918, but we also started out as Greece, so there's all that noise. We're getting over there to be able to deal with this. We're going to deal with that. It will all be good, and of course, we will not be able to start any plays, because we're locked in on someone else's rev, which is always annoying. This is, like, in 1.1, this is one of my biggest complaints. You can't start multiple wars. I think it's pretty asinine. Still think it's asinine, but it's not been as annoying as a general thing. Do we have more? Alright, let's get these fully rolling. Of course, we know that they, we would actually just want to keep, we want to keep our construction queue going, even if it's actually not building anything. Well, we don't want to accidentally get positive relations with them, but I don't think we're going to. But we get negative relations with the Industrialists, who hate our guts and are going to become marginalized anyways, so, let's just do that. I don't think that we'll have positive relations with France. I'm pretty sure we'll still have negative. But we want to have negative so that, or non-positive, so that we can take stuff from them. So we can take dirt from them. Let's get on constructing a little bit more. So I remember seeing the glass was decent. So even though this is overseas, we actually don't really worry too much about the convoys now. In theory, this is something we do care about, but not right now, we don't. We also have a lot of labor here in Campania, so we will do that. We have a lot of labor in Diyarbakir. So we'll do all that. Cape Colony, a lot of labor. Got a lot of labor in some of these places. I think we'll just add another 10 here in Thessaly. Oh wait, there's not even one in Thessaly? We'll put one down then. And then we will take a look, and of course, the auto queue, once you go Council Republic, is quite a lot weaker, so you do have to micromanage all of the infrastructure quite a lot more. Luckily, the interface is a little bit better at that. We'll put a bunch extra on Lazio as well. Sorry. A little bit of a cough type action going on. It's because I got food poisoning and absolutely wrecked my throat this weekend. Kind of annoying when recording tutorials because I had to start over a few times. Alright, we have a bunch of places that do not have enough tax capacity, so we will look to kind of fix that. At the back of the queue, which is, for us, the front of the queue, effectively. Because the queue's not full. And so we will try and do all this noise. And we're just preempting some of these that are going to grow through migration and such. So that they're ready once we get there. Expecting Portugal to give up reasonably soon. Of course, I guess you're always expecting stuff to happen at a reasonable time frame. That's why you expect it. So it's a pretty vacuous statement, actually, if you think about it. Are we not pushing? What's going on here? Interesting. We're gonna get this annex off quickly. Let's see. Oh, they won't even take White Peace? What's wrong with you guys? We have fully occupied, like, whatever. Also, generally consumption, I think, will be a little bit kind of more where we want it in regards to people. I believe if you're on Council Republic, the overall consumption profile looks a lot better, if I recall correctly. Which is another... Like, yeah, I mean, Council Republics are so much better, but... Funchen. Let's just get some of these ones that don't have a whole lot of excess infrastructure. Let's just get them a little bit extra. Extra. And get ready to go. I forget if there's a shipyard bonus here. I think we have a... No, there's not. Agriculture and infrastructure. We'd love to see a shipyard bonus, but don't think we will be. I'm trying to think if we need to... So the problem is, with Great Britain, we really need to take this spot that's next to Andalusia, and I think we need to take Andalusia if we are going to take that. And so I guess Andalusia will be next. Or we have to somehow figure out how to get them out from being a GP status, but I think that'll take too many wars. Like, Russia would be easier. We could release, like, Perm in Ukraine and they would collapse. If we can't get everything from them that we want. Are you ready to give up yet, my guy? I mean, we're gonna well, I guess we don't need to puppet them, but we're stuck in this war until we can deal with the Philippines, so we might as well just get everything from them. Okay, what's going on here that... did we just have some random front assigning that was psychotic? Of course we did. Or unassigning, rather. I think we're just going to come in here and actually just set everything to auto-expand. Not because this is good, but just because we would rather have everything rolling and auto-expanding than, you know... yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down? Except maybe the Arts Academies. Explosive shells. Rotary valve engine. We want everything auto-producing because we want this queue to just keep going more than anything else, even if it's like not efficient. We have been deleting some buildings and rebuilding them just because. No, not just because. We have been deleting buildings that like. So let's take a look at Transjordan. We can talk about it. Let's take a look someplace else. We can talk about it. So we've been deleting. You know, so for these millet farms, they get 29 from economies of scale. They also are benefiting from honest work. And so what we've been doing is, in order to get max throughput in places where there's like multiple, you know, arable goods, we have been deleting what, like, so for example here, we would be doing stuff like we delete these. And then we fully expand the cotton plantations because we're chasing max economies of scale throughput bonus. And so we've been making places more specialized. Then here, tea is really good. We're going to delete these other ones, and then we're going to fully expand tea. That way we can pursue max economies of scale bonus, which just gives us straight up more resources. And so this has been particularly good. And so for example, here we might delete the tea in order to bring up the silk, although the silk's not doing the hottest. So there's that. Oil is the future, it's not the children. Can you just give up? Wait, what is this? What is this? They'll take white peace? We can't propose? We just have to 100% them? Okay, they give up, so now we will just take whatever peace we can with Portugal, I think. But we'll propose this, they'll give up, of course, and we annex Portugal. And so we will come in here and we will reset the PMs. In here, we'll incorporate here. And we will just fully go all out on the industries that we can, which is really not a lot. Ooh, actually a decent amount in Alatejo. And then we'll look to annex Andalusia. Here. We'll put in a couple of them. Just an amount that we are going to, if front split's weird, we're still going to be in there. We're just looking to get it kind of as quickly as possible. We're going to look to land from the back. Blacksmith says, just popping in to say you appreciate the vids. Oh, thank you, dude. Your tips are helping me not screw up a Japan run. Well, that's the thing with Victoria 3. No matter what you do, you will screw up. So you don't have to worry too much because you cannot prevent the inevitable. The mess up is like Thanos. But the Japan run, I think my Japan starting steps might be my best starting steps video. It certainly is the one that's popped off the most, but I think also I did that one really well because I recorded an entire starting steps video, like 2 hours. I did the entire thing, and then my audio was not working, and so I just got absolutely wrecked. And I had to redo it like the next day because people really wanted to see it, and so I redid it. And so more than any other, like I had literally just practiced the entire start immediately beforehand, and so this is probably why that one I think is my best. Also overwhelmingly my most popular, but I think that's because people like Japan. I also think Japan's probably the most fun start, so. Kind of where I'm at with all that. God, we're still not. Let's check in on Dalmatia though. The little power plant that could. Yep. We built up too fast. We got too close to the sun here. We actually let's nuke all these wheat farms actually. And now we will get extra attraction from unused arable land as well to boost this up even higher. Is there a way to set it to just be like never build arable anything here? I don't think there is, but they have plenty of jobs in these sectors. I guess we could also delete these chem plants and such as well. It's not going to really fire that many people, so let's just delete everything that's not. We won't delete the fish or the wood, but we're just going to delete the other things because we want the people working here, anyways. And then starting to get mass migration to Lazio, which is fantastic, because Rome wasn't built in a day. We're trying to build it up. Just put a bunch of tools in there. Hopefully that'll kick off pretty nice. Yeah, this is about an hour before the stream time that people said was particularly good. We can also stimulate the economy more by getting rid of consumption taxes. We could also add a lot more construction. I mean, I guess we're supposed to add the construction, right? We're not even, like, using it, though, is the thing, but, we're gonna at least max out Lazio. And get to, like, 10k construction. Yeah, this seems fine. We'll make these, like, multiples of reasonable numbers. And this will create a lot more demand for iron and, or sorry, not iron, steel, which we can't do too much about steel. Steel, glass, and then the like, which of course we like. The like is our favorite. And then we will also make a landing, or a couple landings, in Andalusia. Just look to speed things along as much as possible. Next play, United States, please. I'm sorry, the next play is going to be France because we have the France immersion pack. We are going to do both France and we will probably also do France and Algeria, but I suppose if there's overwhelming requests for USA, we might do USA. We've done a USA run before already as well, which is another reason for us not kind of leaning into it as much. Although that was really early on. It's been a hot minute. USA's super strong too. Not just in this run, but like in the abstract. So I'm generally pretty responsive when people request stuff. Like, I had no plans of doing Brazil, but so many people requested Brazil that I was just like, okay, well, I guess we'll do Brazil. Although I did, in the abstract, want to do a South America run of some kind, so I guess there was that. Our construction queue is nice and building, and we are making money. We actually don't even want to be making money. We would love to be losing money. So I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. I mean, we definitely want this fully expanded. Let's see where we have the most labor, and we're just gonna, you know, blast these up there. Something like all this. Just get up to 10k construction. Okay, go France. Yeah. I mean, there's also going to be a ton of localization for France. I mean, maybe the play, if I was a lot smaller, maybe I would want to do USA, because everyone's going to do France. Like, smaller as a Victoria 3 YouTuber. I'm not really sure. Also, I don't know what to consider myself, because I'm relatively small, but I don't know, it seems like, yeah, I don't even know how to disregard all that noise. Let's see, can we annex you? No, not yet. Soon. And then we'll see if we can try and go after Gibraltar. We had this, like, it was so frustrating. This is part of Eastern Andalusia, but we had this problem with Spain where we couldn't take it off the Great Britain, so we maybe have to kneecap Great Britain a ton. I mean, it's not going to interfere too much, so I guess maybe it's fine, but we'll see how things go. Maybe you'll give in now? No? Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's see what let's make sure we don't have any isolated, yeah, there we go. Make sure we don't have any isolated regions. Gabon. We'll also do this, I guess. It's just kind of the one thing, though. Not too big a deal. Surely you'll give up now. Yep. I think you should just auto win wars where you full occupied them. Oh, do we have a truce? Yeah, okay, we have a truce anyways, so we can't go after them. But we can go after Spain and Occitania. Or maybe we want to go after France. Let's take a look. So we would need to take Genoa, Corsica, and this. So Corsica we see. This is Algiers. And where's Genoa? Genoa. See, this is one problem. If we can't take this because it's a treaty port, that'll be a tricky one. Although we will have time to fight another war with them. These ones are kind of important. We also have to reset PMs. I think we just go after France, but we're not super thrilled that we don't see one of the things we want to take here. We do want to take Corsica and Algiers, so let's go for these. Corsica. Windward Coast is not what we want. Liberate subject. No, this won't work. Transfer subject. No, this won't work. So, Algiers, we also need to make primary, I think. And then... yeah, I'm not seeing it in here, which is really annoying the way this works, because we are just trying to map paint, my guy. And I do not see Genoa, which means we somehow need to kneecap these guys down. So, I think Netherlands are a subject. Dutch East Indies are definitely bigger, though. And we might make... we might get wrecked by this Genoa thing. But that's pretty far north, and I don't think it'll mess with the name too much. Is the endgame death spiral inevitable? I feel like at the end everything crashes and burns because inadequate oil on the map. Or maybe you just suck... you're not supposed to use all the oil PMs. You just use the ones for glass and for the pumps, the ones that improve the mining. Those are the two most important oil ones. You just start swapping off of oil PMs. What are my thoughts on the new Vic 3 flavor pack? I'm excited for it. It's not... there's multiple teams of Victoria 3, and the team that's putting out this one is the flavor team. And so... I guess we'll put this as primary, because we kind of are okay with them backing down. But they put out... this is a flavor pack. It was the flavor team. I would have preferred other stuff that addressed things that I thought were problematic. But, like, that's perhaps, like, a little bit too much to expect. Or is unfair to expect, rather. This guy's from China, so why don't we put him someplace... yeah, let's put him here to wreck there. And so, yeah, I would... yeah, I like it. It looks, I do not get early access, no. We'll leave that guy at home. But I think it looks nice. I love what they're doing with agitators. It's getting rid of an annoying thing, where currently it's actually, like, catastrophically hard to, like, do some things, and it's making it easier to do those things. Like, it's really hard to go multiculturalism unless you get lucky or you start in Europe. And now it's a lot easier. So I think we're going to recruit a general where we have, yeah, Balkans HQ. We have just a bunch of extra guys. We'll come over here. And if these guys back down, that's fine. Actually, well, is it fine though? Do we need to... I wish we didn't put in the transfer Dutch East Indies, because I think what we need to do is we need to go after Orleans, Normandy, and Picardy. I think we'll put those war goals in, because we need to decay them below GP in order to take this little bit of land, which is incredibly annoying. But that's the way the game works, so... man. Also pretty okay with them backing down, I think. Well, actually, if they back down, we'll load and make sure we get, like, maximum off their back down. But I guess we'll go after Orleans. And I think we want to go after Orleans no matter what. So we'll put in Orleans. And if we put in add to primary, we will still have enough to add another conquer. Yeah, we will. So we'll make Orleans primary, and then we won't take Isle de France, but we'll look to take Picardy, I think is a little bit better. And then something like this, if the war pops off, maybe we'll be able to kneecap them enough to be not a great power, and if it doesn't, well, hopefully no more GPs join against us. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. I guess we could just recruit up a big army with the understanding that it's kind of likely that this happens. I guess we'll want the Space Marines out here. And then we have a bunch of... well, I guess we need to delete some of these here in Beria, Alejandro, and Estremadura. So we'll do that. Let's get rid of these. Yeah, I thought about... I know I can apply for early access to the game, but I don't know if I'm big enough. But I think I am the only content creator that is doing, like, multiple Victoria 3 videos a week. So... it's not looking like they're swaying, but you do get late sways sometimes. Oh, that guy's max promoted, so he'll get really caked up. We do have the one guy left behind, so that we can get defend against naval landings pretty comfortably. We're up to really high construction now, so let's try and use it. And then we will also do have to keep an eye on our infrastructure ourselves, because we are Council Republic now. Where do we have plus 900? Albania and Thessaly, just never needing another one ever again. Alright. Something like this is probably okay. Maybe add a little bit here. Italy sides with France. That is unfortunate. We really did not want Italy specifically, because we really don't want a truce with Italy. I think we'll mobilize all the conscripts now. And we'll just do it indiscriminately. Well, actually, we should just do it by clicking. That way they're in the right spots. We actually don't want them everywhere, but we don't necessarily need it, but we are doing this so that hopefully they want to back down a little bit more. That way we get our truce up with them a little bit more. Recruit general. We will recruit... How much do we have in Iberia? Just we have some units. We have Anatolia, we have 5 generals. Balkans, we only have 4. Balkans, we also have a lion's share of our guys. So we'll recruit 1, we'll promote him. A couple times, we'll mobilize him. I think we'll add some more Balkan guys too. And then we need to split up a lot of these guys. We'll put this guy here. We'll put this guy here. Well, we still only need 1 Italy war, right? So maybe this is fine. We'll just be doing it in a few years. We definitely need the Italy war, though. We can, like, make do with not having, like, any other war, but we really need the Italy war. So, in order to get the correct map painting. Just back down, though, and give us our... So, relatively strength of military mobilization is not at max, so we will actually activate all the conscripts and just look to get it there. Which is going to be really expensive, but the expense also stymies the economy, so we love to see it. I think it's a little faster to do this. Not like way faster, but a little faster. Of course, we're getting some of this late game lag arena. You love to see it, except you don't. Oop, we do have that there. Maybe we don't need this guy defending. We kind of could use another guy. So we'll move him over there. Can you get a little bit more worried, please? Like, way more worried. Like, way, way, way more worried. You have loans and turmoil. We're not even asking for everything, my guy. Just most things. That's such a late abandon, but good shout. Good yard. And we're getting our war. Son of a bizzle, dude. Alright, so we'll just, at least we'll probably be enforcing on Italy first. It looks like we're about to occupy them kind of everywhere. Who are these guys? Makrios and Xenon. We will land with these guys. Makrios and Xenon. But maybe this is good. Maybe we wanted this. I guess I should have looked. Which Makrios? Did I rip a front? Hopefully not. Yeah, I ripped a front. No! I rip a front. Big Sag. Will we really not be able to get all this? Oh, that's so grim if we can't. Because we can't. We need to get Genoa. We need to get all the Italian stuff. We need Occitania. And Spain will also be important. But we are getting like Algeria, Corsica here. Which hopefully this shifts the name up and it looks a little bit better. We do need to fight Russia. And we need to fight the UK. God, this is so annoying that we can't just take Gibraltar, man. Unless we decay them below. Like, we have not at all this run been focused on getting these guys below great power status so we can take treaty ports back from them. Because that's kind of like asinine, but we also can't take them, so... Bad planning on our part, I guess. Especially because this is in Mare Nostrum, right? We do need to take it. Like, we don't need to take this, because this is the Black Sea, not the Mediterranean Sea. Oh no, we got another unplugged front. Please. My kingdom for a brain. For whatever reason, this front split from off this one. That's cool too. Should get 2 landings off though. We are researching ahead towards tanks, so that'll also be helpful. And we're also getting through here in all the spots probably should have brought this absolute massive guy over, actually, here. And just not care about that other front. Francisco says the game should have had a retake port back CB. You cannot take treaty ports from great powers, is the problem. So since you cannot initially take treaty ports off of great powers, it doesn't let you return port or conquer state this as long as they're a GP, is the problem. But it doesn't do it for every single treaty port, just some of them. The Black Sea in your book is part of the Mediterranean Sea? Well, Rome never had this. But, I mean, I guess, to me it's a different sea, but we will probably end up taking this anyways, just to be a little bit more completionist. But I think the lack of being able to take Genoa is the bigger problem. So Genoa was not in either, we could not take it as a treaty port, nor could we take it as a province proper. Are we really getting wrecked here? They really want to do this? God. Alright. I guess we could let our allies do that. Depends what you mean by Roman. I mean, at the height of the Roman Empire? I don't think it extended that far. Yeah, but I'm not talking about Crimea, I'm talking about this area here. Kherson and Bessarabia, or Bessarabia. They had Crimea, but we already have Crimea. I think we'll rearrange these a little bit if we can. I think we could recruit another one in the Italy HQ, because I think we don't have a lot in there, and we kind of have a lot of soldiers there, maybe? And then, why don't we... I know we have a lot of that aren't multiples of 5, which is heinous. Something like this. Give a lot of these up to level 10. And Russian call themselves the Third Rome. I disagree. Oh, well, they can call themselves that. I'm talking about the OGs. The height of Rome before the fall of Rome. Like, contiguously. Like, Rome at its height of, you know, Rome. The ones who defeated Carthage. Those are the real Romans. That's the criteria. Yeah, they call themselves the Third Rome, so did, like, the Holy Roman Empire. I think Romania, too? And Ottomans, yeah. But I think that when I say Rome, I think a lot of people understand the reference being, oh, we gotta add a bunch of construction, don't we? Alright, let's just build these out in terms of all of this. We actually don't want any of this noise. And we want a ton of this noise. So let's just do this. Same thing here in Fez. We'll just get rid of all of it. Al Rif. Maybe we'll leave Al Rif for now, because it really doesn't have a lot of sugar. And we could just add a bunch here, put these on auto expand. I wish there was a way to like look or search for all the ones that produce only livestock ranches and make them auto expand. Because we would actually want that, but I don't think there's a way to do that. Other than if we intentionally go in and manually like find all the places that aren't those places, I guess. Because a ton of these are just livestock only. Like, I think this one is, yeah. Actually, we don't even want to mess around with that. You're not livestock only. I think you're livestock only. Yeah, but it's just the one. You're livestock only. You're livestock only, but you're already overbuilt. Livestock only. God, this is such a hot mess. This, like, all these frontages. And we just have a way bigger army, but it, like, doesn't help. Or it doesn't... It's not good enough. Alright, we get tanks. We will not be using those yet, but, America's the third Rome, to be honest. That's memes. That begged the question. Byzantium didn't call themselves the Byzantine Empire, they called themselves the Roman Empire. I know what you mean, but you're talking about me taking a side? Well, I mean, like, language in general, just like the reference of every single word, right, are just a made-up category. Like, and it's just based on, like, what people understand the word to mean. And I think that overwhelmingly people will take the word Roman to refer to, you know, the empire that was started around, what, like 500 BC and extended to the sack of Rome in like 300 AD or something. And so I think if you're using the word, like, I don't think it's a sides thing. I know what you're saying, but like, at that point you're talking about what you mean by words, you know? If I think that if I say Rome, right, I will, I think over 90% of people who I'm talking to, you know, will infer that I'm talking about the state that existed, you know, from 500 BC to 300 AD at the height, and that they would not necessarily include the Byzantium in it, but Byzantium is closer to being Rome than the United States is closer to being Rome, even though both would not be Rome. But, like, I also don't think it's like, a hyper, like, I think that there is a correct answer to which one Rome is. I don't think it's just, like, well, that's Rome to you, but to other people. I think because Rome to such an overwhelmingly number of people is, like, I mean, I'm also not, like, an expert on this discussion internationally. I don't know if I ask Romanians if, like, 100% of them will be like, yeah, we are the continuation of Rome. Or if I ask people from Turkey, they're like, yeah, we're a continuation of Rome. But... But I also think that, for example, if the Holy Roman Empire, like, conquered the entire planet and they started writing the history books, then they would also be Rome. Like, so I don't think the Rome itself, like, exists in some sort of abstraction, but it's like... this is such a tangent on language for, like, philosophy. Oh, great, they'll accept white peace. Fantastic. Workers of the world, untie. We do need to up construction of stuff, though. Everything that looks kind of profitable will add a little bit on. I don't know how the arts academies are still profitable because we got rid of the upper class. Man, I'm stuck thinking about language. Like, you discuss so much language in philosophy because a lot of, like, philosophical problems are really just, like, language problems. And it's just, like, a disagreement about what people mean when they use words. And so, like, unraveling what people mean by they say words is... That's, like, what a philosophy degree is. Well, no, I think it's, like, a degree in critical thinking, but... trying to 51 some boyos. Something like this. Oh, I forgot we're incorporating Shaanxi, so why don't we add a ton of railroads and start getting a lot of stuff there. Something like this. We'll 51 these tea plantations because those are real profitable for now. And then we'll come in here. I mean, I want to build power plants, but I don't want to build power plants because I want to build all the power plants in one place, but maybe it's good enough that we'll put them here. Italy abandons Great Britain. You'll love to see it. The front system is just so annoying, though, because, like, that splitting into infinite fronts is, like, obnoxious. Hopefully this proletarian revolt wins, because then we can fight the UK faster. God, it's so bad that we put in transfer Dutch East Indies over doing the Picardy, Normandy, Orleans trick. Anyways. I think I might have come off a little strong on the language discussion as well. Oh well. We'll just keep on going for them, because we're going to be gated by this Italian truce. Unless we have a good way to break it. They have a defensive pact with the UK, so yeah, we can declare on the UK in order to break it. You can see pop attraction in games, common interest groups. Oh, thank you for answering my questions. Engineers don't have a base attraction to trade unions from employment? Do they really not? They always lean hyper trade unionist. I don't go into the game files, like, ever, so maybe this is something I need to start doing. But they, like, they always support the trade unions over the capitalists. This is perhaps not the best indicator, but I know they have plus 50 industrialist weight, but they always support trade unions more, despite not having a weight towards it. Is it just like the base weight of the trade unions is higher? I guess I gotta take a look at that again, but that's wild. Thank you for answering my question. I figured it would probably be you that would have the answer, but I was gonna make a video on that today. Because I can observe the effect, and I know, like, engineers are a big driver of it, along with machinists. And just, like 2 SOL inflection points of, like, 14 and 18, like, roughly speaking. But, like, I wasn't sure what the exact number was. I just, like, observed the effect. A little language fact, there was a big controversy in early Christian church on whether people disagreed whether Jesus had pronounced, hypothesis with the two Uiza. The two groups came together in 1500 years later, compared notes, and found that they basically agreed. It was just the words were translated weirdly into Coptic. Yeah, basically. You'll have to see it. Like, Greek also has, like, there's a ton of different words that there's, like, multiple, like, there's several different words for spirit in Greek. And there's several different words for a lot of different things. Looks like, some wreckage is happening up here. Poor East India Company. I don't think... Maybe we'll take the guy whose HQ is up here and bring him back? I don't know. I guess it's time to add some tax capacity in some places. So we'll look, Shaanxi we are incorporating, so we'll just 51 them. And then we'll just start adding a whole bunch on all these that are around 50 because they will need it. And of course we're attracting a ton of pops, which is what's driving a lot of this, but we will just fix all that up, and then we will take a look at where we need infrastructure. Something like this, maybe? And we'll see if France wants to give up. Not yet. We don't really need the Dutch East Indies, but it'd probably be okay. I think we're going to bankroll the proletarian revolt because we'd like to see it win. Or actually, no, we would not. When's our truce up with Great Britain is actually the question. If it's up soon, we actually would not want to see it. And it's already up, so we would actually want to see regular Great Britain win, so we'll just stop bankrolling. But we're going to start a war immediately with Great Britain to try and pull Italy in so we can go after Italy and effectively truce break, but we'll see how that can go. How's it going, Pelea? How you be? Surely they'll just give up here, right? Till the bitter end, France says. Okay, we can give you that. I hate this visual bug, like, where it, like, it messes up. This happens, like, late game, where it's, like, the color gets all weird as you're shifting. Yeah, like that right there. Italy's embargoing us. You don't say. Hey, France. Nope, minus 144, unreal. They're 100%, so they're capitulating, but... Alright, we get to do the things. We'll reset the PMs in a few spots. And then we will incorporate a lot of these. And then we'll also be wanting to... Yeah, we really needed to grab Normandy there. That's unfortunate. Hopefully that doesn't mess everything up. But we'll... Wait, why can't we go after you? Oh, because we have to declare neutrality here, I assume? God, I kind of think that's stupid too. But... Oh, we can take Gibraltar now. Are they not a GP? I don't know why it's like that. We couldn't take Gibraltar before. I guess it's because now we have this incorporated, or we are incorporating it. Since we have the territory, we can now take the other one. So I guess maybe because we have Emilia, now we'll be able to take from France. I don't know. We have 15 years, so we should be able to get the war done, but we're going to try and go after it. We're going to take Gibraltar, which is we need to take Gibraltar and Malta. So we're going to go after Gibraltar and Malta. We're going to make it primary as well. Also going to mobilize everyone, I think. Yeah, so one language thing that, oh my god. No, we fucked up. We needed to declare it on a British subject, not Britain themselves, I think. Now we're gonna have the absolute nightmare over here. Luckily it's not our territory, it's these guys' territory, but we're gonna move some stuff over there. And the nightmare is the infinite front, Great Britain war in Egypt that you get. As is tradition. This guy's probably too big for that. We'll put this guy here. Now, they call in Italy. They did not. So, I guess Italy abandoned them. So, we would love to just see it back down, right? I guess we could transfer states. We could probably transfer Baroda. It's one of the better ones to go after. I guess we could go after Australia, Baroda, Peru, Bolivia. We really just need this stuff, though. I guess we'll wait to see if they get anyone to join, because if they get Italy to join, it'll be really awkward. Somehow. I think we're asking for very, very little here, though, so they should just back down. Because they have minus 110. Brazil sides with Great Britain. I guess we puppet Brazil? Or are they too big for our britches? Yep. Oh, GP Brazil. You don't see that too much. We'll send another one of these guys over here. Try and clean this up however they can. See if anyone else joins. How many maneuvers you got left? 45? That's enough to convince a couple people. Looks like Brazil joined free of maneuvers, though. They just wanted to see us burn. I respect the hustle. Let's fix some infrastructure in some places. Namely Lazio. Oh, that's kind of the only place that needs it. We'll put some at the back as well. We do want it to keep going. Up and up. How are you doing on employment? You're getting up there. Ugh. We wish we could force more people to migrate there in a way that made sense. Okay, I think that... Transfer subject... Well, Baroda is actually in here, so can we just take Baroda? Is that how this works? I'm not sure how this works exactly. Yeah, we can. And that is the state of Gujarat. Is there anyone huge to transfer over? I don't think so. I guess Cape Colony would be... Well, actually, we could just take their stuff. Northern Cape and Eastern Cape. We could also clean up some of this stuff down here, right? Maybe South Cameroon, all this would be nice. Looks like it's a decent amount of maneuvers. British Sahara. I guess we would West Sahara and Inner Mauritania, maybe? Might just give them enough reasons to back down, though. Which is fine. We're really super okay with that. Congo Oriental is super, generally pretty good. And Congo and Gabon are also good. Leaving a little bit extra, we again only super care about the Andalusia and Malta. But if they want a war, they can get one. They can catch this heat. I guess we'll put a couple of these guys down here. And we'll also go after, what is this, West Sahara and Inner Mauritania? Man, it would be so cool if they could alphabetize this, but that's like too cool, isn't it? Inner Mauritania. We're really just going for a better thumbnail here. If Italy joins now, I'm going to tear my hair out. Actually, I'm just going to reload, but... hello, in the next patch, what campaigns do you plan to do? Currently planning on doing France and probably Algeria, almost certainly Algeria, but not like 100% Algeria. And then, I do not have plans after that, but generally decide stuff through votes. Because I love democracy. Oh, we forgot to activate the tanks. We'll do that next time. It would be interesting if you played with Colombia, trying to get the Great Colombia and get the achievement Colombia very big. Yeah, so that's another one I would be keen on doing. Hey, we get this. Trade unions always do vanguardist leaders. We can do Vanguard. 'Vanguard. 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 Anarchy. I think we'll do Vanguardism. I wish I knew which one of these were best. We'll just do Vanguardism though. I guess maybe we should have saved just a little bit before, so we could test out stuff more. I guess I also don't care enough. You can Gran Colombia, get all the land in the strategic region of Gran Colombia, Andes, and La Plata. You could also do it with Venezuela and Ecuador, since it can be formed. Yeah. I'm certainly not opposed to it. I just, surely they back down. We only have the primary war goals of Malta and Eastern Andalusia, so I think it would be a little bit silly for them to want to fight this out, but okay, I guess. Shoot your shot, man. I think one of these is North China. We'll put this up here against Baroda to go in, and we will also activate the conscripts there. It's cheap conscripts. Yeah, historically speaking, though, God, we didn't ever have coal-powered energy. Historically speaking, we'll definitely put that on in here. But historically speaking, the South America has not performed particularly well in polls of like where to play. Alright, we're gonna just triple land, and we're gonna leave. Who are we leaving behind? Gregorio? Okay, cool. You're gonna be left behind, brother. So we gotta land Xenon. Oh, we have 2 Xenons? Oh my god, we have 3 Xenons? This is awful. Ella something? Ella, A. And Ionis. I guess we'll land with Andreas. Gregorio. Something like this. Actually, we should quad land, because we're about to run these guys over here. So we'll quad land with Xenon, Karin, this guy. Just to make sure we get in. You love the 100 Indian fronts? Yeah, we made a mistake, I think. We should not have declared on them themselves, but luckily East India Company's also with us here, so it's not as bad, but yeah. It's pretty bad. We're just gonna land the capital though, so it's not gonna be too big a deal, but what's bad in that is them not backing down. So a little bit of a, like the opposite of a pro gamer move. One of those moves. This makes so much money. We will also set this to coal-fired. And also in Thessaly, I think we're going to set it to coal-fired. Actually, let's just see how much coal we have in the market. Maybe we just absorb this, like... Okay, so we're producing 243k. And how much is it to swap all of our electricity over? The lag is so real. That's a lot. That will really increase the price of coal. Yikes. We definitely do not have a lot of coal in this run. We, like, with this Mediterranean grab type thing. Hopefully these actually go decently, though. And we have them occupied. Yay? Yes. It's a bit bummer that they did not, that they managed to finish out the rebellion as well. We would have loved to see them fail. Not sure who we go after next. Alright, let's actually try and keep this queue going. We have everything set to auto queue, but it doesn't matter because nothing's profitable. Rip the dream. these are all auto-queuing, so I guess we're just gonna, even though we are trying to build them up in Dalmatia, I guess we're gonna slap down a couple more, you know, in some spots. And where we have an enormous amount of labor. Yeah, let's look to, actually, I like 31ing, or 51ing some of these. But let's also just 51-1 in Shaanxi. And let's just take a look, is any close to 51, and just try and get them there. So I think this guy is from there. Standing by in Balkans. Okay, no, he's not. We're getting some landings in. Oh, we actually are beating their navy. You'll have to see it. So we will be getting in pretty good. It's like 6:30 maybe is the time to stream instead of 5:30, but did want to start a little bit earlier. Just kind of check out the time. I've pulled this before, though. As to what people are interested in. Oh, yikes. We will want to get on tanks immediately after this, I think, and we'll declare war on someone else a little bit smaller. Really kind of dropped the ball not getting on tanks earlier, but I think we annexed Sardinia Piedmont, just in case we need to go after... Well, we do need to go after Russia. Gotta annex Spain, too. Where are all our other landings? We launched 3 of them all at the same time, and then 1 a little bit late. I'm wondering where the other 3 are. Like, I don't see the navies fighting anything. Well, he's having a revolution. We will sponsor the revolution. I wonder if there's something deep in the war system that makes the Indian fronts hard to fix. I mean, I just think the system's terrible, but yeah. I mean, like... They're trying to do something where it's making it very non-micromanage heavy, and it turns incredibly micromanage heavy. I'm not sure if I've pubbed the episode yet, where we have to fight the absolute nightmare-like thing in the Punjab run, but it's just, like, insane. I'm wondering where my other landings are. Like, are they bugged? I don't know. Yes, swap to the revolution. I hate that Paradox added the button for Overlord. That is incredibly annoying for, like, playing on Iron Man. Where is our landing, man? France, unfortunately, gets swayed. If we were the AI, we'd be able to join the revolution, but we're not, so we can't. Can't wait for reverse sways, too. We Play Games says, I think that they should probably have generals assigned to strategic regions. Yeah, that'd be so much more preferable instead of watching this apocalyptic mess. And avoid front border guard that way. Yeah, I mean, it's such a... There's so many obnoxious things. There's, like, in the Brazil run, there's, like, a point where, like, the front is, like, this circle here, and it's one single front, and it's pushing both ways, but it's just one front. So you can't re-land it behind. Alright, so I guess we're getting our landings here. The other 3 come in. Little Planet of the Apes scenario. The ones that went in last were the first ones to arrive or something? Wow, is a quad really not going to do it? I mean, I guess we can just quintuple land. It's really not a big deal. No, this one's in. With the 200k into this little... 35 offense will do it. We in, baby. let's try and actually construct stuff. It hurts my soul. There's just so much construction. But this really is how you do it. Building up a lot of electrical, so we're just gonna add a few. And just look to have also everything in Shangzi super built up. And also handle the infrastructure, which we have to do because we went Council Republic. Oh no. Something like that. Alright, we got our construction queue going. Let's get in, baby. Also, like, this is, like, another huge problem with the current, like, war system and the way fronts divide, is that, since these guys are assigned to one battle, they can't reassign, so you get the situation where we have, like, a huge offensive penalty, but we can just land in with 200k like this because we are landing with, like, 4 different squads at once, you know, rather than them reassigning accordingly to the front, or, like, in a coherent or reasonable way. Like, we have no business getting in here. Like this. Just been telling railways for every state with infrastructure problems what could go wrong exactly. That actually probably wouldn't be a problem. Railways are much more profitable when they are on when you're on Council Republic, because the ownership PM's a little bit better. It's a lot harder for them to not be profitable. There's like a lot of different ways that make it's super good. Is this guy, what, he's from Nile HQ. Balkans. We'll keep one of the Balkans guys back. But other than that, everyone's moving to this front. And we probably want to try another landing. Maybe we don't. Oh, let's move this huge ass guy. Nope. Another thing really annoys me. You cannot queue moving a guy. You cannot be like, hey, as soon as you get a chance, I understand you're in a battle right now, but as soon as you're able, please move to this front. Can't do it. AI is better at reserving troops to defend against naval invasions, but not multiple back-to-back. Yeah, they have to recruit a general. Even like a human player, it's tough. Subsidies are all just going right back to the workers, right? Yes. But some, they do reinvest some, not quite. They have some dividend reinvestment, farmers and shopkeepers, which I think is what the ownership uses, and the investment pool so there is some reinvestment occurring, it's just not a lot, and it is multiplied by 0.3, so to the extent that reinvestment is occurring, money is getting erased at around 70% of the money. But most of it is going back to the workers now, which is like, this is why like laissez-faire eventually sucks and you want to go like capitalism, or sorry, not capitalism, is because this number here, which like if you've never been above 1.2 billion GDP, you maybe don't know how like bad this sucks like once you start getting high. I don't know, I have to find the equation for that and see exactly like when it starts breaking. Particularly bad. Man, I really just want to queue these guys moving fronts. I want to move all these guys over to the British HQ. I think we're getting pushed out for the most part over there, but yeah, I mean, not everyone's here. We should be able to push into this pretty effectively, but also just want to re-land with a couple of these guys. Just, okay. Xenon Pendazes. Gonna move up here. Kovos. We might just try landing. Kovos. And then, which guys are traveling for a while? Xenon Pandazes. I think it was Yorkshire. And then, I guess... we're gonna try and find if there's anyone else we can land with. Would love to do a triple land. Perfect. This guy. Something. These names are tough. So we're gonna try a triple land here. Is it normal for railways to never make a profit? They make a huge profit initially. They're very profitable initially. But it is normal for them to not, for you not to make money on them. As soon as you get them, they're hugely profitable because there's a ton of consumer demand, and you can swap on PMs as quickly as you want to make them insanely profitable. You just keep swapping on like all these rural PMs and stuff, and so it's really, really good initially, but long term, less so. Is there even any laws? I'm pretty sure there's no laws we are interested in, but we can always check. We have the perfect laws, I think. Cannot be more oh, actually could be more perfect. We could go rights of assembly. So we don't need as much tech spread no more. Just for the extra authority, except we barely like want to spend our authority, so there's all that. Our kingdom to have the aristocratic revolt win. They're not going to, but we would love it. Just like we love the loud car outside. The loud car is our spirit animal. Let's see how this hot mess is going. It's going very messy. Like, we're losing on some fronts where it looks like we have a decent advantage. Oh yeah, because we're just getting pushed. Brazil's out. I really hate how we've never at any point put two guys on a single front here, and we just end up with two guys on a front because of the like reassigns, and it like bricks a lot of things. So like the entire point of doing this is so you can assign stuff and forget about it, but you can't assign stuff and forget about it. Vroom vroom. Yeah, basically. The life of living next to a highway. It's our favorite. I think we do want to take everything from them, but we also super don't need to. And they'll accept the peace deal right now. Okay. Super. So Byzantium isn't stretching across this yet because we need to take all of Italy's stuff, but we really got to take the Russian stuff as well, the little treaty port there. So let's just come in here and do state actions, incorporate, and we want to incorporate all not Beijing, and then reset the PMs in a lot of these. Not in Thessaly, not in these ones. And then here, here, here. All these ones here. Oop, did we mess up here? No, okay, we didn't grab anything that didn't have access. Notably, this little spot here, this has access, because states always have access to themselves, and this is one state here. We probably could have tried to deny the UK access to a bunch of stuff more, but it really doesn't matter. We don't want anything more from the US or UK for the rest of this run, so we're kind of in good shape. I guess we could check trade routes. Pretty sure everyone's embargoing us, and we just have a bunch of inactive trade routes, but, also, it's lagging, so it takes forever for us to put stuff in, but... we have unlimited convoys, so we just don't care about anything now. I hate how these are all switching their spots, but, well, I kind of hate it. I don't super hate it. Import oil. These are super depressed in price. Let's export them to everyone. Because all of our pops are like consuming a ton of luxury clothes. This is another thing that's kind of annoying. Because once your SOL gets sufficiently high, you like run into this problem where you don't have demand for luxury clothes anymore, or as robust a demand. And we're just doing everyone because reasons. But this will allow us to build up these industries a little bit more. Can also export this. We do not want to export any of our fabric. We also maybe want to switch on to protectionism. At this point, people aren't really trading with us anyways. This will prevent people from pulling goods out of our market that we are trying to keep cheap anyways. So I guess this is something to do. We don't need free trade. We don't have all the perfect laws. We really don't care about profitability here at all. We just rather do the volume. Encourage them to build the things. Also, we do want to make sure we swap over our PMs. I hate how when you delete this stuff, it like auto like goes up. I guess we like don't care enough. We'll just delete. Oh, it's just West Sahara we have to delete, but it automatically scrolls up. Monitor. See lane strategies. Or is it? Malta is the problem here. Okay. Yep, that was fixed. Now we'll go mechanized infantry. Because we remembered. I remembered. We'll go tank production as well. These are in Peloponnese. Why don't we put some down in the eventual, maybe, capital? We'll see if we make this the capital. I don't think we're assimilating very well, though, so maybe it won't. Maybe this is a dream. Something like this. And then we do need to incorporate Sardinia Piedmont. Annex. Russia will side with the enemy. Love to see that. That would be fantastic. Room. Do inefficient trade routes still raise lower prices because buy sellers? Yeah, no, that's a big reason why we're just doing it. We just want more resources. We can't build these resources. We just want more in our market. So, seek empires embargoing us. Oh no. Revolution in Serbia. You love to see it. But we also kind of just want our auto queue to start handling stuff, and so we want to run a lot of routes so that our auto queue starts handling stuff again as well. I think we'll also put in a bunch of these, like one little stack everywhere in case fronts split. Yeah, the warfare and diplomacy in this game is absolutely horrid, but like I also don't... I think it's hard for them to fix. And so, like, I don't want to be too much of a hater. How are they not... Oh, okay, because they would be annexed, yeah. I'm gonna say, how are they not lower? It's so unfortunate that our little ploy with the aristocratic revolt's not going to pay off, but whatever. Hopefully we didn't flub it here, and we can get another war with France. To get the... everything. We only have another 14 years. I think we'll be fine. But we'll see. Maybe we won't. They're gonna have problems because they have zero market access. We like should in theory annex these guys, but that's just in theory. All right, Beria. Let's take a look at Beria. Let's take a look at some of these. So we could make this place specialize in sugar instead of some of this. So let's do that. I'm with that. I'm here for the sugar. And here I think we'll make this place specialize in the cattle, because we're already built up a little bit there. Here, nothing's really built up. We're just going to delete all this. And I think, oop, Can we not delete the bananas? Rip the dream. I think we will build up the tobacco. And then here... I guess we'll leave it for now. We'll take a look at Al Rif. I guess it's sugar? So many wheat farms to delete, but... we also just, like, want to make use of our construction, too, so... Quad landings are silly, but it kind of seems like most challenges would just lead to big guy stopping the little guy every time. Yeah. Well... I mean, the big guy is supposed to stop the little guy. It seems like they want this hands-off war system where that happens, and the primary point of the axis of interaction is increasing your economy so you can have a bigger military. Right? If they wanted the more skilled player to be able to outmaneuver someone, they shouldn't have made this like front hands-off system. I think. We'll be super stoked if they just back down, but I don't think they will. So we'll just get this in this way. And then we'll go after them, and then this will be good. This will be good. We might have to... This is almost certainly going to be another session, though. Somehow in my head, I like got it into my head that like maybe we could do this in one session, but there's no way. Tempting to 51 it here. Really don't think that's gonna be... Ooh, we have some infrastructure problems. Yes. Something like that should hold up pretty well for a while. We'll actually add a bunch. As well. Beijing definitely will need them eventually. Let's take a look here. I mean, the question is, do we want more tobacco plantations here? I guess maybe. Why are the livestock ranches so profitable there? I have no idea what that's about. There's like a ton of places we can build livestock ranches as well. Also take a look at Gujarat. What do we got going on here? So we could make this place produce rice. We don't have a lot of rice farms, and these will overall have way more output, and they'll take more employment, but I think that we probably have, yeah, we have huge unemployment anyways, so this is, I think we'll make this place specialize in rice. We'll just do this for now. We'll put it on auto expand. Unfortunate that we are going to arms. We'll delete the barracks here too. We'll add a few of these at the front. Something like this. We like the Hoey front system, but I don't think they can implement it in Vicky. Yeah, if they invented it, well, I think they don't want to implement Hoey Light and then have everyone be like, hey, this is Hoey Light. But I think Hoey Light would actually be fantastic. My kingdom for Hoey Light is what I'm saying. Well, it looks like we can't land them, but I don't think they're going to do that. Well, we'll do this. We don't need our prestige or our influence anyways. And hopefully this is real quick. Should be. We got tanks, brother. Since these are building up like a non-zero amount, I think we're just gonna 51 this. I think we might 51 this as well. Swin says, love your content and playstyle, man. Hopefully I can watch you achieve big font in Byzantium live. Yeah, I think it's not going to be this episode, unfortunately. Naval invade Nepal? What? Land in Nepal? That's the real stonks. Now you're thinking. You know, they say we only use 10% of our brains. Invade Nepal with our landing is 100% big brain play. I think we will probably look to nuke this. Ooh, we could also build out the opium here too, though. So maybe we didn't want to do rice. Maybe we'll do rice and opium. Just like 51 each. Opium's so efficient. Ugh. But we don't have any other place making rice. I mean, in theory, we should just be taking Chinese land, but we're trying to get big Byzantium text here. So, an interesting solution implementing Hoey War, but giving control of the players to the AI, whose goals are determined by the player. That is interesting. I'm like 100% sure it would make people who like play Hoey really mad. Like they're units under generals, but you have no control over the individual units. Yeah. I'm with it though. I don't like super micromanagement stuff. I also don't like that you can like do absolute crazy stuff like EU4, like black flagging your way like through enemy territory to like just like do some of the like the EU4 exploits are just like insane to me. And so I'm like, I'm not with it. We could also release Rome. That'd be big funny. We give them independence. We can annex them and give them independence. Has anyone ever done this? Oh, wait. No, we can't do this. Invalid. Okay. For a second, I thought the game was really bad. It's just, like, got some problems. We get a bunch of tradie... Ooh. Looks like we get the Communist Revolt here in Germany as well. Which we're here for it. Can you just give up, though? Please? Bueller? We gotta get through Italy. Maybe we can do it today. I'm not sure how much longer it will take. We're going max speed. I mean, we're not trying to really push the other things super hard. Like GDP and this sort of thing. Which perhaps we should, but... I'm too tired, I'm too old, I'm too fucking blind. I mean, there's just so much labor here, but why aren't you employing? Because you have a negative balance. Because there's not enough demand for tools. Let's see if we can just export any sort of finished goods, or all finished goods. Just export these. These are really unprofitable. Normally I'd just eat the unprofitability, but not that much. You can export to them, some of that. Engines. Thank God we can finally increase our thing and we finish this. Perfect. Not as keen on like exporting groceries, but maybe this is okay. A little bit. Luxury clothes, yeah, this is what we're consuming mainly. So we don't want to do this. But steel and tools, I think I'm here for it. Telephones. Yikes, man. Tanks? Anyone want? Nope, not really. Where's tools? How does my brain... Wait, where is tools? Oh, we can't... If we're already exporting to everyone. Rip the dream. Alright, we're gonna go for compression ignition now. And we are going to put in max health system as well. And what else did we need to do? I mean, we want to keep up with the construction, but we're just too tired, too old, too blind. I guess. Ooh, we have to do all the things. Okay, we gotta do the things. We gotta reset the PMs. Incorporate the states. I guess you're having access problems? We'll just use the shift button, I guess. And then we also need to add all the resource industries, yes. What we're here for. These, of course, have super negative construction efficiency modifiers, but we don't care at this point. How did these guys be in our market for so long and then not build all this stuff out is beyond me. Silly AI. Notably interesting here doesn't mean good. Yep. Classic. Play says, I liked your video on decrees. Agree with the manufacturing edict is the strongest. You should have mentioned how you can stack police with violent suppression for 100% turmoil reduction. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I definitely should have mentioned it when talking about the getting, yeah, you can stack it with police. One of the problems, though, is I was referring to mainly when you incorporate a new state, and you do not get the full effects of police until you're fully incorporated. The complete lack of colonial administration and police in Victoria 3 is rather surprising, but I suppose will be added later. Yeah, in like some sort of colonist-heavy type of thing. Alright, we can't go to war with them, but we can go to war with them. And I think we can we ask for this treaty port is the thing. This is what we need to take. Livorno and Porto is what we want to take. We can take both of these. And we're also going to want to take Kherson, Bezabiria, and Dobruja, Russian Dobruja. And so I believe Kherson will be the most expensive. So we're going to put this as the primary war goal. I guess, now the only two we really need to take is we absolutely need to take this, Livorno. So we will put that in as a primary war goal. And try and map paint a little bit here. Ah! Oh, wait. Tuscany Treaty Port, make it primary. Take Treaty Port. Beria Treaty Port, make it primary. And then we'll add in other stuff depending on what people do. But we'll just go for Kherson here. From North China HQ, we'll put him here. The Nile one there. Maybe we activate some conscripts here? Maybe not. We just see. Let's see how things develop. They're fearful. They're minus 79. Fairly likely to back down if we, you know, put some real war goals in, which will probably be Bezabiria and Dobruja. We're just going to wait to see if they pull anyone on their side, in particular Italy. Great Britain as well. Maybe we would rather take stuff off of Great Britain. I mean, we'd rather just have them back down. So I think we just activate conscripts now. Our conscripts are not on the latest and greatest PMs. Our guys are actually still winding up their PMs, so maybe we should have chilled out for a half second, I think. No, they're not. They're not. We're good. Something like this. Can't wait for the police brutality DLC. Yeah, the PC people will really love that one. That one will be the truth. So we'll leave Ionis at home. And I think we will Balkans HQ guy. Maybe put a couple guys down here. Probably should have the Nile HQ guy right there, actually. That would make a ton of sense. And we'll put a few guys here. They don't want to put anyone here, so I guess we'll move them over here. Just put a couple guys down here. I think we'll activate the conscripts over here as well. And do this as well. So we'll need to recruit another general for the North France, or Northern China HQ. Better red and dead. Let's go, baby. And then we will also activate the conscripts there. We should really up the conscripts PMs. They're still on trench, I think. Honestly, the turmoil penalties seem quite harsh, specifically the construction one. Yeah, it's absolutely backbreaking. Like, you have to not let it apply. I don't know. Like, it's such that, like, you're looking at your gold mine and you're like, I don't want to build that at 1/4 the speed, except I think you're supposed to. I have to double check the math. Someone posted in the subreddit, I think it's currently at the top of the subreddit right now, a really, really nice spreadsheet. You just look at the numbers on gold and you're like, yep. Will you be streaming the DLC the day of release? I am going to do a poll whether people want to see me stream a little bit or get the videos out faster. I'm guessing people will want videos faster. The penalties are are more than what I'd expect. Not absolutely breaking construction in the province. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I wish there was a more dynamic way to try and play into that or whatever. So it looks like this is gonna be our war, and so we're gonna go for Bezabiria and Russian Dobruja as well. And probably actually just Russian provinces because they're really resource rich, especially like the ones Russian Dobruja. Let's go. And Bezabiria. Still super cool with them backing down as well. Maybe we're supposed to wait a little bit, make sure no one else comes. They do have a decent amount of maneuvers. But if they get Italy, we're going to have to fight Italy another time. So maybe we don't care. And so how Sartov into Samara, into Ural or Perm? So Sartov... That's 3. Is there a faster way to get to Perm? No, I don't think so. I think Samara also has oil. So we'll go Sartov, Samara, Perm, if we can. Sartov, Samara, Perm. Samara is going to be a lot. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get there. Rip the dream. I think this is the best we can do. Samara, and I guess we'll make this primary, because that's what we have left over. Well, I suppose taking something from the UK might have been a little bit better, but this is fine. Having some problems over here. But also would not mind seeing it back down here. We want Kherson, Tuscany, Beria, and Russian Dobruja, which is not too much. That is something I generally speaking, I get way better traction on videos than I do on what's it called, on streaming. Like, the streaming is just more of a novelty / change of pace for me. I think we're gonna like triple land behind with Costas, with these 3 that are left over, other than Ionis. Actually, I'm gonna stand this guy back and quad land behind. We don't have any war goals from the UK, so we only need to enforce. We don't need to worry about enforcing on the UK. We only need to enforce on Russia here. So. So nice to see this employing up. Oh, 80% throughput bonus on top of this has extra 15% output. We love to see it. It's so good. Let's build up in Gujarat. I'm still not sure what we're supposed to do in regards to opium versus rice. I guess this isn't even employed up yet. But it's getting there. I think we're supposed to build out the rice. We're just gonna build another 40, and this should be like help to tank prices of grain. And we're also gonna swap onto, well, we could swap isolationism here actually. We're still doing a little bit of trade. What are the benefits? We like nuke our tech spread, which isn't much concern, but the tax capacity is nice. And the authority is kind of nice, but we're not really using authority that much. I think we're just going to go to protectionism here. We must go back. Oh, we are actually getting job creators? Wow, what a time to be alive. Well, that's not going to work out for them. Alright, it looks like this is going to pop off. So we're going to send a couple of these guys back. And we're going to look to land with some of the big ones. Because it looks like they're not going to get there with their full army. Alright, yeah. So we're going to land with not Ionis Palmas, but the other big guys we have available in the capital here. So this is Macarios. I really wish this interface was a little bit more, was a little bit better as well. A lot of wishes, but this is among them. Petros. So we have several little small guys. I think we'll just set these guys on British fronts, or a couple of them out on these fronts. It looks like they actually sent a decent sized chunk there, so we'll send there. We'll send there. Something like this. Throughput penalties are more what you'd expect, not... Okay, that, I already read through that. Paradox is my, where's my Novgorod releasable? Never. I mean, is Novgorod releasable? It's not, right? I was just thinking, so you can't release anything if, it has the same capital as the country you're trying to release. So you can't release England because it has the same capital as Britain, but if you manage to move the capital to like somewhere in Scotland, then you can release England. I'm not sure if the capital has to not be in there or if it just has to not exist. I can't remember exactly the way this mechanic works. Not sure what these guys were thinking with the whole going against the tanks thing, but good yard. Oh, I suppose we could have put one of the guys over here as well. Rip the dream. Oil's the future. Let's see if we have any resource industry. Great Britain sees their way out of this one. That is interesting that that worked like that. I think we will land up here now with two relatively small stacks with our 47. I don't know why they just saw their way out of that one. Agamemnon, Xanos, I guess. Do we actually have... Maybe we have another... Yeah. Costas? What is this guy from? Nile. Let's send him in. So this should be a roll. Maybe we'll end on this, though. We're just so close to getting the full Mare Nostrum, though. But also, I think our Italy truce is quite a while away. 25. I guess that's not super far away. We can get everything. We can annex Occitania and Spain in that time, I think. And then we'll have to fight just France. When is our truce up with them? I think it's also 25. No, it's 26. Alright. Wonder how these battles are going. Where is the battle? 202 into 84? They're not even on trench. It's a massacre. Beautiful Mare Nostrum. I know. We're so close here. We're also gonna straight up own all the territory too, which gives the nice Byzantine lettering. It's gonna be so inefficient though. I couldn't tell. I've been posting some of the back stuff to the Reddit, and I couldn't tell if someone was being serious that 2 billion GDP was bad for Spain 70 years into the game. Like, not at game end, but just 70 years. Because I don't think I played it perfect, but I also think 2 billion GDP is not terrible. I didn't know what to make of that comment. Like, you know, the ha ha ha, that's so good, or you know what, that's really not very good. Also have to add this in. Infra. Oh, we've added so much extra here to all these places. Oh, it should be good. People just say whatever. 2 billion GDP is great. Yeah, I mean, it definitely struggled a whole lot. It was also a low infamy run. So, like, I don't know, like, if you open up and you, like, transfer the East India Company, you'll do really well. Not sure you can do that on Spain, though. Pretty sure you can do that on Prussia, Austria, France, and maybe Russia, but I don't think you can transfer the East India Company as anyone else. But yeah, I think 2 billion GDP is solid, but I couldn't figure out how he meant the comment, so I never responded to it. There's not enough, like, contextual clues. Like, no haha or no XD. Like, if he goes, 2 billion GDP, terrible XD, then I know what he means. Protectionism is going to be so nice. Guess we just want to land some more. Petros. Alright, we get protectionism, so we're going to come in and we're going to... I mean, maybe the reason to not do protectionism is we have to do a lot of clicking, but, now no one will be able to take our grain from us. We'll keep that at neutral. Or our fabric. Or it dies. Oop. Well, we'll keep that at neutral. It is an output. In theory, I think we're supposed to export one of these two and not the other. So we'll put this on export. Because this will make the groceries more profitable. Oop. Import. Export focus. I think we're okay export focusing it. Keep those domestic. Import focus. Import focus. Export focus. Import focus. This is the true Victoria 3 experience right here. Also, now people can't import oil from us. Yay, we have stable oil prices. Or they can, but they're gonna have to eat a whole bunch of tariffs. You're gonna wreck people trying to import from us. You only import the goods we tell you to. We'll just keep the ammo neutral. In theory, we don't want people dumping it into our market, but I don't think anyone is going to. And the strategy for everyone who is not... We're exporting all the finished goods and we're importing all of the, like, base level goods. This way we can kind of support a bigger GDP at this point. Early on, it's more important that you focus on the arable goods versus non-arable goods, but it really stops mattering, especially if you're on Council Republic. It's really not important. We'll leave those on wherever they're at. So we're like pseudo free trade, but we only allow the trades we want. Don't think anyone's importing autos from us. I'm about to check the chat in a second. I apologize to everyone who's waiting on me. Check the chat. You don't see a lot of Paradox YouTubers breaking 1 billion. Is that for real though? Do you mean with like meme starts or at all? And you mean that's not representative, but it's certainly not easy. Yeah, I mean like the people who aren't like playing a lot of this game, I definitely bite down on that. Like the game is like not super straightforward. Not straightforward at all actually, but get a weird front split here. You know, and you like how you can incorporate all of Spanish America in 2 years of Spain? Yeah, it's super nice. We didn't go for that as much, I think, because we were just kind of just trying to stay low infamy. Which is like another thing, is like, you can get way bigger GDP if you go high infamy, but that's not what we were doing. The Titanic. I guess we'll take the Prestige. This man is living lent-free in your head because he dropped the XD. Because he didn't drop the XT. Well, like, I don't know. Like, I like to respond appropriately. To some extent, I also don't... I don't care. To some extent. But also, like, when someone posts a negative comment, you definitely think about it more than, like, all the positive comments. And that's just, like, how your brain works. I'm also aware that's how the brain works. Also, your engagement is better from negative comments, because when people defend you against the negative comments, or people pile on with the negative comments, you get a lot more engagement, so it's, like, better. Good night, Cuban Wargaming. But, like, overall, like, in particular, my other YouTube, my lifting YouTube, gets a ton of negative comments, and so I kind of got really used to it there. Most of the comments are negative, and with that one, it's like... When people post a bunch of negative comments, that's when my videos really pop off. And so... It's like... Yeah, man. Just keep posting negative stuff. We love to see it. We're here for it. Intellectually, but like, emotionally, sometimes it's like... You feel bad. Oh, baby, our GDP just cranked up. Was that off of going protectionism? Surely not. That shouldn't have positively affected our GDP that much, right? Was it eliminating a lot of the trade routes we didn't want running? I don't think so. I think in theory our GDP should have gone down. That's interesting. Maybe it was just finishing construction. We're trying to keep the construction going as well, which is hard times. Hey, just out of curiosity, is it a good idea to try and unify Sud-America early in the game? I don't know where Sud-America is. Sud-America. South America? Generally going after recognized powers is not as good. Apparently, I made a mistake in my Brazil run. Apparently, you can go after... One of these guys is the leader of a subject relation, and so you can just subjugate them and then get 2 subjects for the price of 1. You can also do this early game with the Netherlands. Dominioning the Netherlands is super strong because you get the Dutch East Indies as well, which is more valuable than the Netherlands. But you mean going after all of South America? Generally, going after Brazil is not worth... Like, going after Brazil militarily is not worth the infamy. There's better low infamy expansions you can do. Why can't you get market access by doing a Berlin blockade maneuver with planes in Victoria 3? Yeah. Players out here asking the real questions. Why can't I do a Berlin airlift? 100 years. South America, South America? Yeah, that's what I eventually sort of figured. But I wouldn't, I think going after Brazil is not good. Because Brazil is generally a major power. And when they're a major power, you have to pay more infamy as well. I think going after, in particular, New Granada is really good. Because you want to kind of secure Panama. But other than that, I don't think military... I also think going after Argentina and Chile is really good early. Because they don't have a lot of pops. And they also have the colonial rights, and so eventually you get them in. Going through any of them is kind of good early on, though, because if you do it early on, it's before they have a bunch of migration, and so they will eventually later get a bunch of migration, so it's like getting the pops for cheaper, because the infamy is calculated based on the amount of pops they have, and so their pops are, like, deflated relative to where they will be later. The trick is to quad paradrop your exclaves, yeah, basically. Hopefully that answers your question to some degree. Like, as far as going after recognized powers go, going after powers in South America is way better than, like, going after ones in Europe, as far as, like, infamy worth it. Because you will generally pay very little for a Chile, like, puppet really early, but then their population will go up quite considerably. Except not here, because we have an insane standard of living, so we're siphoning off pops really, really effectively here. So not this Chile. Not my Chile. But Canada always has a really high standard of living. Canada always does well. Your brain is still reeling from seeing the guy make Cuba into a banana republic, so I'm still trying to gain back my ability to human. I feel you, dude. What? How could we have known that this would happen? Terrible. You want to, like, throw in the towel, Russia, and just give us what we wanted? Like, super early? Because you're super stuffed with our troops right now. First drop catches the Air Force, second and third catch the anti-air, and fourth land successfully. Perfect. How we drew it up. I mean... It'll be exciting to see what the modders come up with, like, more long-term as well. Holy shit, we have, like, so much unused construction. I think we're just gonna do some of this action. Just everything that's not opium and, this, we're just gonna do some of this. That'll use up some of our construction, I guess. And then we're gonna come in here. Can we not produce silk here? What the hell is this? But actually, we can't produce silk in this province? What about here? Okay, we can produce silk here. So we'll just... to 51 some silk. Here specifically. Why is this... Are these just stuck in limbo? They're just bugged out? They're just bugged out. Okay. So we'll have to cancel them all? All the silk plantations everywhere are freaking wrecked. Oh my god. Okay, did we... No, we didn't even get rid of all the bugs. Rip the dream, dude. We got rid of most of them. Cool, cool, cool. Tight, tight, tight. Oop, nope, not what we wanted. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see now what we're looking at. Living the dream here. Why are they not constructing? I don't know. It's a common bug when you like when you use shift click, sometimes it lets you build over and then it like gums up your construction queue, and then sometimes it clears itself and sometimes it doesn't. It's I don't know, it's just being weird. It's like not the first time I've seen that, but it's also pretty annoying. Ran out of arable land? Yeah, but it like it lets you overbuild and then it like bugs out when after it overbuilds. This is 27, 32. Let's get that to 51, I guess. The Gabon pipeline. Yeah, we'll fund it, dog. Guess maybe we'll do wheat. Wheat's not terrible. This will also probably, yeah, it's off the back of our wine demand more than anything else. But this we want auto-expanding. This is where the money's gonna be. The money shot, baby. Of course, the queues can't, or the freaking landings can't, like, intelligently assign anyone anywhere. Okay. Gujarat, we could do dyes in Gujarat. I think we don't have super expensive sulfur, so I think we're gonna prefer this as a means of getting dyes. But we are trying to make the clothes a lot more profitable. We'll try and 51 some of these boyos. Something like this. And then we'll throw a little bit more down in Lazio as well. You're still disappointed they didn't add Mormons? Not yet. Liquor, wine, tobacco, and tea taboos would make for an interesting run. And tea? I'm not sure it's possible to taboo. So there's like, I don't remember it all now, but there's like 3 different categories of like consumption goods, and I'm not sure you can taboo all of the category. And so like, for example, the reason why Muslim pops often get obsessed with like tea is because they can't drink liquor or wine, and so they have to consume the tea instead, basically. Is my understanding. Very Protestant in Victoria 3. Yeah. You heart Industrialist interest group approval. I do too, but not at this phase in the game. Industrialist approval is so irrelevant right now. Well, I guess we kind of care, because we are researching in industrial tech, but the investment pool, we don't have a capitalist investment pool. There's so little flavor detail around religion. What are you talking about? Catholic is strictly the best religion in the game from their localization flavor. Didn't you guys know? Were you aware? Catholic's the best. Conquer the Persian state with the dye throughput? Yeah, just for the dye throughput based. I think it's like better to build opium there, but you just go for the dye throughput. Actually, I guess maybe it's better to go for the dye throughput, but it also builds opium. It's the only state that has it. It's so wild to me that that is like a thing in the game. Oh, come on. This -1. Get me out of here. Let me out. Saturday. Let's go, baby. Alright, they'll take it. Alright, we will do the buttons. So we'll incorporate all the states. Except Beijing. We'll reset the PMs. In all the relevant states. Well, I think we want to... I guess we won't worry about deleting the military. We'll definitely want to increase all the resource industries as much as we can. And then also start another war. I guess Occitania is next? Do this. How worried are you? Minus 75. Please back down. You have turmoil. Alright, and then we'll put in the resources as well. It's so long since we've gotten some wood, you know what I mean? Ah yes, PDX modifier stacking at its finest. Flashbacks to EU4 and Sweden, Prussian military. Yeah, let's go, baby. I don't even need to finish reading that. Actually, now that you think about it, isn't meat kind of worse than grain? Because ranches produce fertilizer while farms consume it, and you want fertilizer expensive to keep chem plants profitable? We are doing simple ranching. We produce no fertilizer out of our livestock ranches. Also, once you get your SOL high enough, pops stop consuming grain. And they start only consuming, like, you have to get it... I actually forget the number you have to get it to, but I don't think we're at it. We still have decent demand for grain. Actually, we have terrible demand for grain. Like, the reason why the wheat farms are, like, kind of okay is just because we have a huge demand for wine instead. Mexico sides with Occitania. What the hell, brother? Oh, we can't conquer Mexico? Rip. Wait, Mexico got Panama? What is this timeline? That's interesting, though. They just sided with them just cuz? I mean, I guess we can go after, like... God, so cursed. I guess we'll just go after resources. Why did Mexico have to do this? Like, you can't believe how OP Paradox made Catholicism in Troya 3? Yeah, me neither. Do you know what I'm referring to, Palea? Why they're strictly the best religion? They're the only ones that have a difference. What's this meme about Catholicism? You're out of the loop? Yeah. I want to see if Palea knows what I'm talking about. There's actually, like, only one point of difference that I'm aware of that is relevant to religions, and it's Catholicism being better. Looks like cartels don't like what's going on in Europe. Yeah. I haven't seen this before, though. This, like, Mexico grabs Panama, with Great Britain having Panama. It's so cursed looking. Like, that's not... That should be illegal. Yeah, I did something. You're not sure? In Lazio, Vatican City, the bonuses only apply if you're Catholic. Woohoo! Alright, Germany sides. So I guess we'll go for Transdanubia, Central Hungary, Bekas, Northern Transylvania, these types of ones. Or we'll go Banat, Davidic. We'll also mobilize everyone and activate some conscripts. Yeah, one substantive difference as far as religion goes. Yeah, the thing that sends me also is the Mosque of Genet applies even if you're not Muslim. Like, I feel like, not quite going even Stevens with those. I guess we'll keep... Well, I think we... Because Balkans' front is here, I think we can just put everyone on this front. We have another general we can recruit. A lot of units available. Anatolia, let's go. Mountain combat expert. Otherwise, it's just a devout IG bonus. You also no. You lose the devout IG bonus. You just get the prestige. It's like, it's very strange. Ooh, we are running huge negative with that. So I guess we'll come in and do this. They're gonna get crushed. I guess we want to put in on some war goals. Wait, is that Italy? No, God. Rip the dream, dude. Okay, so we want to have a nice looking border. And we think we're going to take Serbia, so maybe we want Banat and Davidic. And then... Oh, Central Hungary is gonna, like, look bad, I think. And we have 3 more, so we could go... If we go southern... If we go northern Transylvania, southern Transylvania, then we probably have to take Moldova for it to look right. Let's just do it. I think we can. Or actually, we want to take Tyrol, right? Okay, and then... Southern and northern Transylvania. Oh, we took southern, right? Yeah. Just realized we do want to take the Sinai. Completely forgot that was there. Alright, so I guess we're going to land behind with a bunch of dudes. A bunch of these guys. We're going to send them behind as well. And I've been wanting to try this one out, where we, instead of going directly for the capital, we try and occupy... That's cool. We try and occupy West Slovakia and then wheel back in, instead of going straight for the capital. This way we go West Slovakia, Moravia, and then into Austria. And try and... Oh wait, we already have... Never mind. We just go straight into Austria, because we already have control of the... Yeah, we just want to take control of the capital. I'm stupid. Normally taking this province is an absolute pain in the butt. Austria's right there. There's a 20 general cap. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, the Mosque of Genet does not It would be interesting if it applied only to Muslims, because it would perhaps make... You could make like an argument that like Ottomans are best. I think it's wrong, but like it would be an interesting sort of argument. Payback for the Hagia Sophia. Mexico bamboozling with the flag colors, or would it be Italy bamboozling since they formed after Mexico? I think it would be Italy. Straight up bamboozling. They should have just made it all red if they want to call themselves Rome. Great religious monuments having bonuses in spite of not being their religion makes the devout IG so much stronger. Angkor Wat strengthening the British Church by 25%. That is weird. Yeah. I think Hagia Sophia also... I think that one's okay though. I can't remember whose religion that is. We're gonna get so many states here though. We're gonna be caked as hell. But the inconsistency and this not applying to every other religion is what is, to me, the like absolute weirdest. You still get the prestige and the urbanization though, and it doesn't require any boyos. So thanks, I guess. We'll send in here with Ivacos, with our guys who are over here. Agamemnon? Where are you at, Agamemnon? I wish I could click on the general instead. Makrios? I'm so glad that you don't have to do the thing where they have to all be, we have 2 Makrioses? Jesus. Let me out. I guess it's easier to look that it's a 26. Yeah, okay. And we'll say we want to land with the 2 of the small guys. Mercaros, Zarinus, and Petros. Mercaros. And Petros. Yeah, we'll leave that guy in Nile HQ, I guess. I guess we better patrol Balkans. Whatever. And then Costas Sutas, we will land actually with this guy. And that should go pretty well. Pretty strong on each front. Should be in good shape. XXL Germany is nice to look at. Too bad they never clean it up. What are you talking about? This is clean as hell. This is, you might not like it, but this is what peak Victoria 3 country looks like. This is functional, lean, not incorporating any of the unnecessary stuff. Peak Victoria 3 experience. So I guess we gotta go after Serbia too, and France and Italy, but we're getting pretty close here to the full Byzantium. Hopefully this outgrowth doesn't like dick our shape of our lettering. We'll be big sad if it does. I think it shouldn't, but sure. Sure. Oh, not a Gujarati secession. Come on. It's because we fired too many pops too many times. Come on. We're rehiring you, though. It's just temporary unemployment. We just had to redo the things. Put this on auto expand. It's not going to matter. They're going to ruin everything. So obnoxious. I wish you could station more troops there to make that not happen. Is this actually not going to pop off, though? Every week is changed by negative, by 0.5. That's so perfect. It looked like it wasn't going to pop. Yeah, Gujarati secession. GG. Stream's over, guys. Pack it in. We should be constructing, but I just don't have the soul. It's like... Let's take a look over here, though. Are you fully employed yet? Oh, they're fully employed! That means we can start doing this shit. Let's go, baby. We buy more power. Well, you gotta keep the minor states around. If someone invades Germany, one isn't allowed to fight two countries under international law or something. Yeah. Oh, we do have a front here, though, so that's kind of nice. We'll just move this guy over here to deal with that. Well, it looks like our allies planning on cleaning that up anyways. Front gore, strat, in practice. Oh, wait. You gotta keep some of the minor states around, because if someone invades Germany, one is allowed to fight two countries under... Yeah, exactly. Protect the whole thing. Plus, like, I mean, you can't annex Frankfurt. That would be unreasonable. Get all the landings coming in. Just crushing them. Getting in on one guy. Of course, these fronts will bug out like 80% of the time. 100% of the time. Well, we're so close. Alright, let's just try and get some... Let's just try and get some synthetic plants going. Or keep them going, I guess. Or actually, we'll just come through everything. We'll look for 51s. Yeah, we can do plenty of 51s here. It's insane to me that this is still getting consumed because we don't even have an upper strata anymore. So that the Arts Academy are still like, that there's still like consumption of the art is wild to me. Let's do some of this. You don't have any level 1s. Get out of here. Get out of here. Electronics industries. A lot of these are coming on up. Chem plants. Tooling workshops. We've been more aggressive about pushing these. These as well. Clothes and tools generally kind of scale a little bit better. Glass does too, because porcelain demand. Let's get some of these on up. I think we might actually just nuke our... consumption taxes to stimmy the economy. They probably just aren't very useful anymore. We'll just float the authority for nothing. No, we should in theory put it down somewhere. I think we'll just encourage resources in Shaanxi. That seems actually pretty good, because there's a lot of resources there. We're just getting more of these. More throughput on those. Think about all the free construction here. And 1,000 minting. The beautiful Victoria 2 Ost. Yeah. We do love 1,000 minting. Wait, what is this? Why did they land the East India Company? I mean, I guess maybe we move this guy over at this point to deal with that. It's interesting. Meanwhile, in Germany, I'm not sure about this strategy by Germany here. This seems loose. You like how Vic 3 actually has good music? Yeah, the music fucking slaps. I'm about it. Let's push on to the 0 front. I love how it can auto-assign fronts, but never intelligently. You're like always mad whenever a front auto-reassign has happened. just like strictly always bad. Like this guy, the front, where did the extra guys go? Oh, they just got unassigned entirely. That's cool too. This guy, for whatever reason, can't get assigned. Not sure what that's about. Ah, because he's currently in a battle, but he's not assigned to a front. We love to see that. That's our personal favorite. And so our guy got unassigned here. I think we'll actually take this guy. We'll take this guy. We'll move him over here to help push that as well. Remember Victoria 3 where Shangzi miners would become the richest pop in the world simply because of how gold mines worked? I did not play enough Victoria 2 to remember the Victoria 2 to eat the member berries. You missed general teleportation simply for how convenient it made the game. 1 second you're stressing over England joining play, the next second Mountain King starts playing. Oh, I would love that if that was part of the thing. I can't think of a reason why we would even want to entertain the idea of doing that. I guess we're gonna need to land these guys too. Chaos Pepes is not assigned, except he is assigned, isn't he? He's the guy who's involved in a battle but not assigned. We love to see it. Ionius Palamas. I think we will have land. I like to get some traction into... I mean, I think we're winning a lot of these battles too, so it should be over relatively quick, but we'll see. I wonder why they don't use any classical music, because they could just record any classical music they wanted as well for the theme. Maybe they want to have their own, like, IP type thing. I guess that makes sense, but they could... You could just record any classical music you want, because it's public domain. Like, you own individual recordings, but... I have no idea what's going on with this guy. Maybe he's bugged out for the rest of the run, you never know. Wow, only 100 offense? I think that's because we have no military access? What is this about? I don't know what it's about. I think we'll pay for that, though. Said I think we'll pay. What's the next highest resource place we have after Shangzi? I guess we want to encourage resources, though. Congo Oriental is really high, but we don't own all of it. We haven't annexed Canada. I know there's a few, like, in the Caucasus. Greater Caucasus, maybe? Yeah, Kingdom for taking Perm. One of these guys after we take it might be pretty good. I forget. None of these guys are, like, the Insano ones, though. Revolutionary Chile, you hate to see it. Come on, guy. Oil's discovered in Chad. AutoQ just got cranked up, and this got cranked up. Why are there 425 private constructions now? What the hell happened? Was it because we took off the consumption tax? Is that really the stimmy? That was enough to just make all the floodgates open? And was there a bunch of investment pool built up? I don't think that's right. Maybe that is. Time to conquer New York? Yeah. That's the real play. Dalmatia is not enough. Not enough for us. We need New York. We could also subsidize stuff to stimmy. It's a little tempting to subsidize, like, the clothing industry and then not set it on prioritize export or something like this. Because we could just, yeah, these prices are so depressed. Look at this, minus 57% though. We could subsidize stuff. We could also subsidize engines and not prioritize export on that. Just make engines super cheap. The one that is the best stimulus, though, for the economy, and that we are paying the most for, though, I think would be steel. So I think if you're going to do it, you know, putting this on no priority and then subsidizing steel would maybe make sense. You know what we also could do to stimulate the economy? This might also crash the economy, because we're doing it with so much stuff. But where are the urban centers? Subsidize these. Let's just do it. Let's click the forbidden button. Watch this tank as our subsidies. Let's see. We have nearly quadded our subsidy we're paying. Nearly quadrupled. Oh, and we weren't paying attention, so we're getting occupied. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. Thou shalt pay attention at all times. That guy is occupied in war. This guy's occupied in battle somewhere. Oh, not anymore. Alright. Hopefully we can figure that out. Did a general die? A general must have died somewhere. God, I hate this game sometimes. Like, the whole idea is you should be able to, like, leave... No, it doesn't look like a general died. Alright, whatever. You should be able to, like, leave stuff and, like, let it do its thing, except you can't because the general dies and you're like, oh, you bricked Byzantine Chad. You love to see it. You like how there's a button to put a consumption tax on steel? Well, you know how the consumers are sometimes with their steel. Yeah, that forbidden button was really forbidden, though. But, like, counterpoint. Let's take a look how much people are spending on services. So... Look at the services prices! They're so cheap! They're so cheap! It's the cheapest services! The services were already super cheap. I actually just want to see how many buy orders and sell orders are. Oh, we're not so much over pop needs. I mean... We're just gonna eat this tax for a while, actually. I understand that we're losing 10 million, but this is... this will increase the standard of living and it will increase demand for all these other things. I guess we really need tea, though. So is this one bugged out? I think this one's bugged out, but we'll just max out tea here. I think. Not here yet. I hope this one isn't bugged out. I think it might be, but we'll just max out tea. Our people want only one thing, and it's fucking tea. Alright, we'll see if it works. If it works out fine, that'll work out. We should be able to pull up SOL pretty aggressively here. You saw the graph and we both had the same reaction. Yeah, it's getting worse. It's not getting better, by the way. The subsidy graph is getting worse. But we're just gonna run it because it's funny. Crash the market, yeah. It takes away from employment from other industries? It does, but we also have... I'll see your unemployment complaints, and I'll raise you up. We have 20 million unemployed anyway. No, but I mean, it's crippling our economy. We would have to turn it on, like, one at a time. And let's incorporate them all as well. and see how quickly Germany wants to give this up. Not very. Doesn't London have a 20% consumption throughput? Yeah, basically. To mobilize your unemployed to work in the Bell Factories. Bell Factories is the best name for urban center. The Bell Bells. You heard it here first. Send them the coal mines in Wales. I wonder how bad this will get, though. Oh, it's coming... Is it coming down? I mean, nobody can... So the thing is, nobody can import the services away from us. Is like one of the big things why I've wanted to try out. We just don't want it at minus 75%. Like, we would want it at minus 70. But... yeah, the pump needs are coming up high enough. $1 million sell orders, though. I'm actually gonna screen grab this. Very much cheaper. Yeah. Oh, the subsidies are getting worse. Alright. I think we unpress the forbidden button here. Do you think we want to do it in some places, though? Now we're gonna watch the radicals, though. Let's see this go up. As everyone gets fired from every urban center ever. Right? You're glad the Byzantine slave owners are buying slaves, light bulbs, and trips on the tram, and whatever else the services are meant to be. I'd be so down for that. Is that really not going to cause a bunch of radicalism? I have to imagine a ton, or we're just we're stuck on Sunday afternoon for forever as well. Okay. Oop, I think we want to move some more guys over there. Or at least one more guy over there. A little bit of trouble. Nope. Apparently radicalism just goes down. It never goes up. Or is this... Maybe this is when we fired them all. This actually maybe is it. No, that's where we annexed Occitania. Why is it not doing it much? You can blunt radicals increase with lower taxes. We already have. Yeah, maybe that's why. This is like trying to match the amount of government admin buildings needed to keep up taxation capacity in that one province on Punjab. Basically. Speaking of, let's be about that type of thing. Something like this. We also, like, in theory would want to delete the military, but the military is actually stemming the economy, and we're fine just paying for more goods that we're not going to use. Yeah. Everyone remembers the great subsidizing of that. I still think there's some strategy that you want to do where you, like, subsidize these places, but I don't know what it is. I mean, we have unemployment here. Electricity is expensive? Maybe that's the problem. We just didn't have enough power plants. Everyone stopped working and everyone went to work at the other things. Yeah. Wars take so long. Yeah, I mean, it's really just because it's super late and we have 10k construction. This, like, phase of the game is just, like, insufferable, though. Yeah, because it's, like, it's not very efficient. We don't even need to... I have no idea why they don't want to... Or I guess whatever. But yeah. I wonder where we should put... We can do 2 encourage resource industries as well. Oh, I had no idea Germany did this to us. Oh well. Oh, I guess Transvaal and Orangey, right? Yeah. How could I be so... Of course it's Transvaal and Orangey. Right? Yeah, just a whole lot of iron, coal, and gold. Oh, they can enforce this below 0? What did they want? Return Lujan? Oh, well, whatever. Just kind of waiting for these guys to decay out. Although I guess we maybe would want to be more proactive here. The problem is I don't know which generals I should use on like landings and stuff, so I don't want to like break something. This 36 can't be integral to our proceedings though. Forbidden idea, dish progression. It's crown time. Dish progression. Like end the run? Thanks to government subsidies, I got to work as a barista in my city center for 30 days before they cut subsidies and I was back on the street. Dude, sounds like a controlled economy. Super excited for the technocracy. Thanks to government subsidies, I could afford a butler for my butler. You know about the zero decree cost exploit, right? I'm familiar with it. I haven't done it. It's not something I'm interested in doing, but yeah, we're above that when we're doing personal achievements. I'm aware that it exists, though, yes. I just, it's like one of those things I just don't want to do. Alright, let's take the land. I don't know, it's like easy enough to abuse the AI. You know what I mean? Alright, now let's click the buttons. So we don't want to do... Alright, we want to do all the new territories. Did I pick good? It looks like I picked alright. Looks like we also need to take Wallachia though. Alright. So... Truce is not yet up with them. We do need to go after Spain. We need to go after Serbia as well. Serbia's kind of gonna be a... Wait, why can't we go after Serbia? Because of this? Why can't we go after Serbia? Oh, did they just come about so they don't have an interest in their own region? Maybe that's the thing. Interesting. We have a maximum of 47 interests. Getting baited into thinking you could work in the service sector by temporary subsidies builds character. You love to see it. It does build character. We could go after Moldova. Except we can't. Oh, we still in a war. Derp. Wait, what is this? Oh my god. We didn't send any troops. Rip every dream I've ever had. This is what happens when you're memeing with chat. Luckily, we're super, like, we get this anyways. When you said dish progression, you mean return to Earth's ethno-state and serfdom? I mean, I guess. I thought about switching to consumption-based tax. How much would this stimulate the economy? Minus 10 mil from the taxes? We're running 0 consumption taxes, so it would just be 0 taxes. Return to serfdom for the plus 20 wheat? Dude, based. Industrialists like it. Because they hate regulatory bodies. The Russian border, what you mean by sticking a finger? Yeah, that is a finger. That's the pie. The pie is actually perm and Ural. These are the pie. We didn't quite get to the pie. We almost got there. It's time to enact 1984. Is it? Would it actually? No. So the problem with the 20 wheat is that it's only on subsistence farms, and we don't have enough of them. But we have a ton of resource industries to fully sweat. Oh, we don't even have that much. I lied. It was all a lie. I mean, I feel like I wish there was like a half subsidized button, you know? Why don't we subsidize this urban center? We'll subsidize that one and also Rome, which it probably doesn't need subsidy. Oh, it does. Okay, we'll subsidize these two. We'll boost our industries further, and then we'll also subsidize Thessaly. And we'll see if this might give us minus 75% cost without going way over. Oh, it's already minus 75%. So let's not do it here, then. And so we have as cheap services as possible now. I think someone did a dystopian Persia run and it turned out alright. Yeah, the AI is pretty bad, so it's easy for everything to turn out alright, TBH. Like, we're not paying attention and we're just getting wrecked like this, but we're gonna turn out alright. Cheap services, baby. Let's go. Oh my god. My kingdom for no lag. Our people want one thing and it's fucking tea. I love how they demand tea for the lower rung pops and then these ones want wine. Of course there's not very much upper strata left in existence, but just this. I don't know how they haven't all disappeared by now. It's weird. But our people want one thing and it's fucking tea. I guess we just try and give more to them. Is this still bugged out? Or are you producing up? Also, you need to know, is Netherlands red because they turned red or because Brits got their act together? Wrong on both counts. They're red because France got their act together. I believe? Yeah, they're in the French market. You built the canal? I'm pretty sure. For Sinai? Or someone else did, rather. But it doesn't start out subsidized. But it doesn't need to be employed, I think, to get this. The trade route access. Jeez, rip the dream. We'll annex these guys soon. And then it's after the Italians, and hopefully we get a decent looking border after we go after the Italians. We will have to go after Spain as well. Gotta love the middling upper class. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's upper, because it's middling. Oh, we almost have compression ignition too. We probably should have done this earlier. I don't even know what we research next. I mean, we could go arc welding. Could go for 69,000 construction. Actually, I don't think we can get that this run. As much as the memes. I think that might have been just an only 1.0 patch. I don't know if we're doing that again. You were wrong in the worst way, yeah. French Netherlands. This is not British, it is in fact France with the Britain colors. You will now proceed to lose sleep for the whole week over Red France actually doing well. Well, I wouldn't call this well. It looks like an M. It's like red for... M for macabre? That's almost a French sounding word. Please, sir, I am a poor capitalist. Can you spare me a top hat or some fine art? Basically. I mean, we could just watch them dwindle into nothingness. Man, everything just lags so much. Look at the average income of these pops. You know why they're not erased entirely? Because they are the ones collecting the welfare payments. The welfare state is complete. These guys have like no income on their own, but they're surviving off the welfare. So, you'll love to see it, you know what I mean? We could stimmy up some of these. Yeah, we're already paying quite a bit on Social Security, but we can pay more. Not too big a deal. Which option do you want to win the newest poll? I actually, with the polls, like generally, if I really want something to happen, I'll just do it. Like, do whatever. That one's really close, though. I kind of want to do a high infamy meme run, I guess. But I kind of might lean into that either way. See, my thought is, I don't know that much French. Yeah? And, my thought was, I will just, I think it would be very amusing to, express that every aggressive thing in French is, in fact, je suis un chat. Because that's, one of the only things I know in French. And be like, just expel diplomats from everyone and say it's je suis un chat. And just see, like, this means, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries or whatever. And, that it's just je suis un chat. And then just, like, go super high infamy. Alright, we annexed them. Let's go, baby. Alright, so we gotta full annex these guys. Luckily, the wars always pop off when you go for a full annex. So we'll do it. And now they will switch, actually they're loans and bankruptcy. We will have to load if they back down or something, or that's what we'll do. Oh my god, my kingdom did not load though. Maybe we should just put stuff primary. God, this run has been so ungodly and efficient. I actually feel kind of bad. Just like made so many mistakes. Like our GDP should be way over, like 2.5 bill. But also like, yeah, let's go tractors. Maybe. Actually, we have a ton of unemployment in places. We'll just leave them for now. Actually, we'll go tractors. Yeah, this one's tractors as well. But now we go compression ignition. Diesel pump. Diesel pump. Let's go, baby. Hopefully that doesn't cause a shortage. I don't think it will. This is the beautiful type of curse. Like Poland forming Persia and EU4. You love to see it. The one where you have to, like, put Germany and India and Germany is, like, the funniest achievement for me. You just voted for high infamy. I think high infamy is winning last time I checked, but it's still pretty close. You're doing your part. I also haven't done a single high infamy run. Generally, I don't prefer them, but, we'll also have to see. I was thinking just, like, role-playing Napoleon and just every winter declaring war on Russia would be funny. Your cousin's car turns into your cousin's car. Everyone in the room is deeply offended. Yeah. 100%. What do we even do? Why are we making money now? Why is our GDP higher? The frick? People are importing stuff from us. We'll have to see it. Alright, resources are fully expanded out. I guess Dalmatia? Holy snap! Why does Thessaly make so much earnings per... thing. Oh, you know what we should do in Dalmatia, though? So we could encourage manufacturing industries, which does affect the power plants positively. Brazil sides with Italy? Do we care? I don't think so. They don't even want anything, so they're not gonna... I don't even think we put anything in on Brazil. I guess we could go after Minas Gerais if... Or Rio into Minas Gerais. Is that the best? I guess it's Sao Paulo into Minas Gerais. But then we have to land Brazil. But we also have such a huge army. We don't really care. Yeah, let's just mobilize everyone. That'll stimulate the economy up. Liberate Greece from Italy. Should we give it to him? The full meme? Just like release Greece at the very end of all this? I was thinking of releasing Rome, actually, at the end of this. Just releasing Lazio. Encourage manufacturing plus greener grass on gigaplant over there. Yeah, I guess we could take off of Orangey. This is probably better. I think we might subsidize, or let's not subsidize the urban center here, because we actually would prefer this place not employed. We want all the employment going here. But now, unlimited power. Power. Terrible though. Only 90% throughput instead of the full hundo. You're not responsible for any tipped glasses of water or mildly tipped paintings. I don't know what you're talking about. We should just steamroll him here. I think we're still gonna put in... Oh my god. Just kidding. It's gonna lag out too much. What do you mean no valid? Oh, Brazil back down? Okay, cool. That's fine then, I guess. We're just gonna get these. There's no valid war goals. Everything. I think we just make everything primary at the very end, just in case so we don't have to reload. It's just an additional 5 days, right? This is 39. Oh, we're actually one short of making everything primary, so it's not gonna matter anyways. Dude, rip the dream. If this is... Where's the Dalmatian electricity output? Or what is it? It's 15. Extra electricity. So what is the full one? I think it's a little over a milli. But bam. 1.2 million electricity. It's not much, but it's honest work. I think in our India run, which we're not at the end of yet, I have New York with a level 1000 power plant. The only danger with that, though, is like if you lose market access, you get wrecked. What do you do when you're not cranking up, making money moves, and quad landing in home counties? I just cry alone most of the time. Just huddled in a corner. Living the dream, really. Just cry, play Victoria, repeat. Money moves. I actually like lift a decent amount. Kind of been a little bit slow on that. I'm trying to make sure I like lift a lot and read a lot. The YouTube channel's like popped off. I'm trying to make sure that that works. Because that's kind of where I'm getting money from now, so... but... I'm trying to, I'm gonna make a big push for this release up until around my birthday, which is May 27th, and then I might back off of, the YouTube a little bit. For this YouTube, and try and focus on the other two as well as writing. Because I am working on a book. I want to self-pub it by the end of the year, and I need to write a chapter a week for like the next 20 or so weeks, and then have several like weeks to edit, refine, try and run it past people, see what people think, this sort of thing. Petition to make it so that when you get a level 200 building, the province gets throughput bonus for that building. Maybe. I've discussed making the throughput bonus. I think the throughput bonus should ramp up slower, but then should be a little bit higher, but not way, way higher. Big money incoming when the new DLC comes out? I'm hoping. If I don't get a significant bump in viewership, I'll have to reevaluate things quite a bit. Because viewership has been, like, trending down slowly since 1.2, which is fine. I'm not... like, if someone doesn't want to watch my videos, they shouldn't. Like, if I think that my videos will maybe not appeal to, like, a majority of my viewers, I try and put a disclaimer at the front and be like, hey, this might not be for you. You know, like, someone having a bad time for 10 minutes isn't worth, like, a fraction of a cent to me. You know? But at the same time, like, I'm trying to do things in such a way where I get to do what I want to do and get paid doing it, so. A chapter a week of writing is a lot, yeah, but it's like not a super long chapter. It's like 1,000 to 2,000 words. So that's like pretty manageable. I mean, it's less manageable when I'm doing a bunch of other stuff, so. What's the book about? It is a sci-fi, you can actually find, I've been publishing the chapters. The first 10 chapter rough drafts are up on my blog, but it is a sci-fi book where the premise is that a group of individuals are trapped at the... It's actually about economic exploitation, like, in terms of allegorically, but, like, on its face, it's about people's lives. And, it follows people who are trapped in a pit, and they trade with people from above the pit, and the whole point is that the people from above the pit have access to all the water, so they have all the leverage, but since the economic exchange is consensual and no one forces anyone to do anything, and it's not like slavery, on its face it seems fair, but it is definitely not fair, because the people with the water have so much leverage. Like Mad Max, like, for example, like, Immortan Joe has access to all the water, right? Which just means you can demand whatever you want or ask for whatever you want, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. And so, there's kind of a similarity towards that. But the people in the pit, they're just trying to... Some of them are trying to get out, but others are just trying to lead their lives. And by get out, I mean ascend to the top, because if you make enough money, you can buy a ticket up. So that's kind of the short elevator pitch. I should have a better elevator pitch, though. For another book I wrote, which I was trying to get pubbed, I had, like, a much better elevator pitch, like, fleshed out, but that was a couple years ago now. And I couldn't get an agent for it, and I didn't want to self-pub it. And so that's kind of sitting on the shelf. You don't know if it'll be that big? It's just an immersion pack after all? Yeah, I think that it... I think the 1.2 change was more substantive, like, than this will be, but this is actually something that you can buy. I don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping it is big. If it's not big, that's going to be a little sad for me. I wonder what all we're going to take from France to make this work. We'll need Mare Nostrum for Caspian Sea? What do you mean? Oh, I gotta get this too? Which sea is it? All of them. Also what is this? The Great Salt Lake too. We'll have to map Utah. That's a lake though. Lake Victoria. Pushing into them pretty comfortably here. So it'll all be over soon. They don't want to give up one stinking province at this juncture? That's wild. I still think if you full occupy someone, you should just automatically win the war, but... This is kind of whatever, I guess. Mara Salt Lake, yeah. That's when you do the religion. I guess we could also take the Baltic Sea. The North Sea. What other seas are there? Isn't there Arabian Sea? Red Sea? That's not the Persian Sea, that's just the Persian Gulf. Wow, we really getting something here? Oh my god, Italy loses dirt to Spain, that'll be... Oh, no, wait. Spain's on our side. Never mind. Just kidding. I take it all back. I was like, if Spain's taking over Italy right now, it would be so sad. That's not what was going on. Looks like they'll take this peace deal, though. The good old full annex. And we gotta click the buttons. No, we're not gonna get good lettering, are we? Oh, this sucks. We have too much of this stuff. This kind of might screw us. I mean, we can release this for a better looking thing. We can go after this, the Sahara stuff from some of this Great Britain. Oh, Jesus. It's gonna be annoying to clean up. We can go after Sahara and East Sahara against France. I think we don't have a truce with France. What is this? No. Is this against us? No, okay, it's not. So we declare neutrality here, and then we can fight France? Right? Yeah. And so... France, Spain, and Wallachia, I think, are just the last ones. But this stream has gone on quite a bit longer than I was planning, so I think we're going to have just one more stream of this. And then that will be it. I think I'm going to conclude the stream here. Thank you everyone for coming. It's sad you can't form India as Ceylon. Finally, good borders. Yeah, pretty good. I was hoping Byzantium would be stretched like here, considering we have it all this way, but I think that it's getting pulled down because of this, so we might release some of this if we can. Mare Nostrum denied, basically. I'm actually pretty sad about it. You know, we're playing pretty suboptimal to try and get a nice little banner here, like just right across. Hopefully it's going to get better once we get Spain, and maybe it's really kind of bricked because of this here. So if we get Spain and we get the Rhone, maybe it'll be nice. Also, hoping that grabbing these two as well from France, like those 4 provinces together, along with going after Spain, I think might get a pretty good, you know, looking one. I sound like a Renaissance man. Well, I am trying to be a generalist. It's not the Renaissance anymore, but that was the... Leonardo da Vinci is one of my role models, or like, I liked what he was about. When I was a bouncer at the nightclub, we didn't use our real names because we had to use code names for like safety reasons, and my code name was Leo, and it was after Leonardo da Vinci. Gaming YouTuber, lifting YouTuber, philosophy YouTuber, and author. I'm trying. Technically, I'm not pubbed, so you can debate whether or not it counts. Mare Nostrum denied. Just one more stream, you think? I hope. I mean, we have another 10 years, and 10 years takes, like, super, super long. But at the same time, or 10 years, the last 10 years takes forever. At the same time, I think we just need 1, 2, 3, 4 wars to get everything we want. Unless I'm missing something? Does anyone see me missing something? I guess we could go after Switzerland too, so 5. Beautiful borders, we're working on it. Ave Fonte. Yeah. So I think this is going to be it though. I think I'm going to conclude the stream here. If anyone has any last minute questions, I will be rereading any sort of chat that kind of happens after I use the restroom. And we'll be responding to it in chat. So if I end the stream, I will be looking back over chat in like 5 minutes. There's like 1 minute delay. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, etc. Mostly, etc. If you've been sitting this entire time, or sitting for quite a long time, recommend taking a walk. Good for your health. Probably makes you play better Victoria 3. That checks out. Like, chess players, like extremely strong chess players, they do cardio to be better at chess. At a certain point, if you want to be good at anything, just like working on your circulation is pretty good. Anyways, I digress. Have a good day.